Okay, y'all, right here, I got thank you, Carolyn. These are those, and thank you for taking the stickers off of them. I appreciate it very, very much. I'm already using 3 of them, and I'm going to paint all 3 of them in moss. And then I got that scrapbook paper book from Michael's last year, and I already picked out the paper that I wanted, but I just wanted to show you the SKU number in case you want to check, see if they still have it. And anyway, I'm going to put a heavy amount of Mod Podge. Not so much that it's floating and sliding everywhere, but because that's cardstock. It's really, really thick. And there, I'm going to lay those down on there. Well, maybe. Of course, I've got to measure it on the mat and then be crazy. But anyway, and then rub them down. Anyway, and then that one, I'm going to take that piece of cardstock paper and put it on that one. Now, y'all, I wasn't thinking, and I couldn't because it's so thick. If it was regular scrapbook of paper like you get from Hobby Lobby, I could have sanded it off. This stuff, I had a devil of a time. Just to let y'all know if you decide to do it. I had to go up under those things, and yeah. And cut that paper, and it was not easy. So, anyway, I think y'all know what I'm doing. I did it last year with the little eggs, and I thought those were adorable. And this is just a tad bigger, and I just think it's so cute. But anyway, I'm going to make a pumpkin. Yeah. And you know what? I'm going really slow here, but... okay, and then I put a little bit of glue right there. Anyway, these things look crooked to me. My glasses are still making me see things very crooked. I know it sounds stupid, but I have to... hold it up and hold it out from me now just to get things straight. I don't know what's going on. It's insane. Anyway, I don't know where I'm even at. I went outside and got that stick. Have we already been here? Did I already do this? I think I did. Oh, no. You better let me check. Y'all, I'm losing my mind. Absolutely losing my mind. I bet I haven't made a bit of sense since we started this. Anyway, so because I didn't think the other sticks was going to be big enough for it, but come to find out, that one wasn't either. But I stained it or distressed it with that wood tint, and I made a little bow and put some pip berries on it and put a little white sunflower in the center of it. And oh, look at it. I love it. Do y'all remember the one from last year? Hey, and listen, I haven't done a giveaway yet. Okay, y'all. I got 2 of these signs from the Dollar Tree, but this is one of those bigger ones. And then this is one of the, regular ones that I had already painted at one time and covered the back. I was going to do something with it, but, I didn't. So, let's go. Okay, y'all. Now, if you pay attention, almost every sign you get from the Dollar Tree, the paper will be on crooked. One side it's hanging over a little bit. But if you peel that family stuff off and then mist it down with your water bottle, and let it set a few minutes, you can usually scrape that off, no problem. With that thing, it usually takes the glue too, so I don't have to worry about anything. And then you're going to sand it down real good. And then you're going to wipe it down real good because you want to get all the dust out and away from your mess. Okay, so here, I'm just laying down my smaller sign on my bigger sign to trace it out, because when I glue it, I want to see where I want to lay it. Because if I go just slapping it down there anywhere, it's going to be crooked. Yeah, so I just use wood glue, and then I take my brush and spread it out. I know, what a mess. And bam, there you go. Sorry about my big head. It seems to be in the way a lot in this video, y'all. Okay, and now I'm going to take a tomato steak, and I'm just going to mark it off there and take my miter butt, my miter butt, okay. Cut it down and add some wood glue and hot glue, and, gee whiz. Already, it never fails, y'all. Never. How y'all been? Anyway, and I'm just gonna, do that to both sides. Anyway, I do run a bit of wood glue down through there just to, and clamp it. Okay, and I got 2 of these things from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna just pull the sticker off, and I forgot to show y'all. And I paint it in Rust-Oleum and white chalk paint. And then I added 3 tumbling tower blocks to each end, and painted it all with Rust-Oleum and white chalk paint. You see where they are? I'm sorry, y'all. I lost a lot of footage, and I don't know how. Yeah, I do. I got my tablet unlocked, and things went crazy. Okay, So those are all those sticks I get free from the one store that I tell y'all about. Because like when they get appliances, those are in the box with them, and they just rip them off, them in the garbage. But I'm going to put wood glue down to the bottom one first, then the top one, because they're so wonky in different sizes. I want to make sure my middle one fit okay. So, yeah, y'all, I mean, free, you can't beat it. I'm painting the entire thing with Rust-Oleum and white chalk paint. And then I'm going to take that home decor walnut water-based tint, gee whiz, and distress my thing a little bit. And then I'm going to take that burlap. And I got that from Walmart a few years ago, y'all. And I just wrapped it around my box, see how much I need, because I want it to come even with the top of the box. I don't want all my stems and stuff to be showing. Y'all, this is beautiful. And I'm just going to take that candle pillar, set it right there. I wish I had another one. Probably if I dig, I could find one. That's just some material I laid down in there. Shoot, you could put a towel or a sheet, but I kind of think that I didn't need it, and maybe I should take it out because, oh my gosh. And I got that lamb's ear from Amazon because I can't find it at Walmart, and I can't remember how much it was, y'all. I want to say like $12.99 or $15.99 for 12 pieces. But that's that beautiful eucalyptus that Miss Rose sent me. Look at it. It looks so real, y'all. It feels real. It's crazy. And I'm going to stuff them in. Yeah, y'all see the pattern. And then I love those, and I only bought 3 of them. And Brenda was shopping. I was like, Brenda, if you see, from Rustic and Lace, if you see any of those, please pick them up for me. She did. She picked me up some. But I love her. But then those were 98 cents from the Walmart with the mums and stuff like that. And then I'm going to put white eucalyptus in there. That's from Miss Rose Turner also. And then I decided to cut off the leaves. I don't know if I should have had, but I did anyway. But anyway, so just putting more of those in there. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Fluffing it out. Okay, put my little vase thing in there. I got that at a yard sale like 15 years ago, y'all. I put a candle in it, and y'all, here's with the lights off, but you can't really tell that much. I mean, you know, because the lights are off. Look at it. And here's with the lights on, which, you know, still, you know. Look at it. Do y'all love it as much as I do? Oh, my goodness. Oh, I put some of them floppy things. I don't see that white, creamy color. I don't know what those all were. I think I already tore all the tags off of them. And I added some white pumpkins in there with my blue pumpkins. And that's all I did without, you know, filming. So, this thing is massive, y'all. I mean, it is absolutely massive. It's 26 inches long. It's so big. Look at it. Oh, no. Love that. Okay, this is my favorite, I think, y'all. I don't know, that little trinket plate was pretty close. So, that's a wreath form. The pumpkin wreath form, I've had those for 2 years, 2 of them, y'all. And I got me some chicken wire there. Now, this is an inspired by. And, yeah. So, I take my chicken wire, couldn't even think, y'all, and I bend it down around the top of my pumpkin just enough to cut some out to see how much I was going to need. And, guys, this is easier than what you could ever imagine. But you're going to need some patience. And it's actually quick. You can do it pretty quick after you get in the groove. But it's the initial trying to bend it and fold it in the beginning to get it to fit around your form. Anyway, so you see what I did? I just left enough left over, and I cut it, and then I wrapped it around the stems of the wreath form. You know what I mean? I cut it to size, bend it down, and wrapped it. And then you might want to wear gloves. I got lucky and didn't poke myself at all, but that's the first time for everything. And I'm just showing you here how I did it. See? I just bend it down there. I wanted to leave a little bit in because I didn't want you all set through every bit of it. And then all the excess that I have, I make sure I tighten it down on one side. And then with the excess, I just clip it off there. Yeah. And then just start bending it and wrapping it around. It's really, really easy. And then, like, if you got, like, pokey ends, you know, left, I took my lineman pliers there and smashed them down so they wouldn't be pokey and they wouldn't poke anybody. Yeah, and just That's that simple. Then I took and spray painted the whole thing with that Rust-Oleum 2-time flat matte black paint. Well, it's flat paint, not matte. Anyway, same difference. 6 one, half dozen other. And I got some of that floral foam from the Dollar Tree, and I cut a piece off and I cut it in half. Now, this is where my comes in, because I'm not a florist and I'm not good with flowers, but this turned out so pretty. I think I needed more floral foam. I don't think I used enough, but I was afraid that it would be seen. So I cut that little tiny piece, and lousy days I had a time with it. It fell off twice till I finally turned it over and glued it from the bottom. So now look at it. I'm fitting pieces in there because I don't know what to do. So I'm got me some lambs there. I'm British now, y'all. To all my Brit friends, Australian friends, Ukrainian friends, Hispanic friends, Canadian friends. I love you all. Americans. Every one of y'all. Anyway. Oh, and I got Hong Kongians. I don't know if that's how you call it, but yeah. Can you believe that? Anyway. Oh, and Israel, y'all. Yes, I'm telling you. I'm just fancy. Anyway. And I'm cutting off some limbs and some eucalyptus. Now, y'all don't know this about me. Well, a lot of yous do. Some of yous don't. I love eucalyptus. Any kind. And I would have filled the whole thing with eucalyptus. But I like limbs here, too. But I love eucalyptus. Anyway, laka. I cut off some wheat. And I just stuck it in the ends and some little cat tails. Y'all, this turns out so pretty. I'm just trying to show y'all what I did, because I need details. When someone's doing something, and I looked at a picture. Oh, I looked at a picture and got this, but I seriously need to be shown. Now, I put this, like, with the yellow and those little maroonish eucalyptus pieces. Those come from Dollar Tree. I just wanted some color in it. Just pops, little pops here and there. Y'all, I'm dying of thirst. I'm so sorry. I didn't disappear. I got a drink. Anyway, and don't wait till after you get your flowers in to wrap your little stem there. I just took some nautical rope from the Dollar Tree and wrapped it. But if you want it to, like, lay down and not have that gap at the bottom, I glued it down. You got to hold it there for a minute and keep wrapping and holding it. But then when you get to the top, if you go a little bit past it, and take a little end piece that's left and tuck it down in there. See? You can close it up completely, and then you don't have any gaps and pieces anywhere like that. Then I take those beautiful white flowers from the Dollar Tree, and I put them in my little pumpkin thing. I push some through the front into that floral foam and set some in the back in that floral foam. Y'all, look at that. Isn't that shaping up to be something? And I take these little cotton bowls from the Dollar Tree. I trimmed them up and fixed them up because mine looked like they had the, what's that stuff, the mange. And then, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm going so fast. Oh, I put me some pine cones in there and some more cattails. I love cattails. Ain't they? Me and my brother just getting fight with those and beat each other to death with them. Things will bust everywhere. You got hit so many times. Well, I was going to show you, and I'll put white pumpkins, but y'all could put like those, buffalo check pumpkins in there. But I put little white ones in. I'm going to take these green ones and I'm going to snap one on the front and snap some in the back. I only do 3 of them. But, y'all, I love this. This is going on my front door. I'm telling you, it is beautiful. I love it. And I made a big old bow, and y'all know I like big bows, and I cannot lie. Anyway, love the bow. And I just put, I tied it together with wire ties, and I ran one straight across the back, so I could just wire tie it onto my ribbon, or onto my frame, whatever. It ain't going nowhere because it's in between that chicken wire. But I think I need to lower it down. Y'all tell me if it's up too high, because I think it is. Yeah, and I dovetail the ends of my ribbon, and I fluff up my bow. Fluff. Look at that. You guys. Oh, my gosh. I love her. Oh, my gosh. I love her. I do. Tell me what you think. Look at her. Oh, see, I'm just so proud of her because I don't do good with flowers, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Yeah, well, some of y'all see me. I did a wreath last year for fall. Okay, y'all. right here, I have 2 of those grapevine wreaths from the Dollar Tree, and there's the SKU number. I was asked to show some SKU numbers. I remember sometimes, I remember don't, so I'm trying here. It's a new thing. I'm going to just cut that jute twine off there. I actually end up using 3 of them, but right here's just the 2. And I'm going to take them apart, y'all. This is a mess, but it's worth it because I think this thing turned out beautiful. Beautiful. Anyway, apparently I'm going to see if y'all want to watch me tear it apart, but you know how it is. I just, you know me, and my editing skills aren't the best. But anyway, oh, I was going to show y'all. I was playing around with it. Look, you can make a little basket, put some little birdies on it, and hang it on your door if you wanted to go that route. Well, first I did that because I didn't know what I was doing, and I was like, oh, I can make a basket. So I just take half of it and then take the other half, flip it upside down. You understand what I'm saying? Probably not because I don't explain things very well. But anyway, and I'm just going to take some jute twine there and tie it together. I tried to show y'all how I did this because at first for me it was like, oh my gosh, what have I got myself into? And I didn't do this project already. I've put it off because I knew it was gonna be anyway, with that one, I don't know why I did it, but I just took jute twine and I wrapped that one. One of them I didn't even wrap. I just tied jute twine all the way around it. But if y'all do this, please try to keep yours consistent. Mine is not. But I was sick. So, anyway, y'all, there you go. That's part of that. So, okay, now, I'm going to make one of them pumpkin grapevine wreath things. And I was like, I just don't like that. That's just too plain, just the 2 of them. And if any of y'all have just done that with just the 2, then I apologize. But y'all know me, I'm extra. Yes, I am. I sure have missed you all. Anyway, so I'm going to take the 2 there and obviously tie it together. And you want to tie that together tight. You don't want it falling apart because trust me, y'all, them sticks go everywhere. Now, there's the 3rd one. And now look, that one, oh my goodness. They had that tied up 4 different spots. I didn't know. It just totally collapsed on me. Pay attention to your jute twine when you buy them. If you see a gazillion pieces of jute twine, don't buy it. Move on to the next one. Anyway, I just tore it in half. And I just tied like a half a moon shape there. Y'all see that? Oh, I hope I don't lose my voice again. Haven't been able to talk much. Anyway, so I'm going to lay that down there. Y'all saw that. And I apparently ain't going to show you everything. And I tied those extra 3rd pieces. Oh man, you see what I did? Anyway, I tied it behind it. And I'm taking a piece of jute twine there. Not jute twine, nautical rope. And I just did a lark's head knot. Just loop it through and pull it. And then tie a knot at the top of it. To make that my stem. Because I wasn't trying to make no grapevine wreath stem. I couldn't have done that if I tried. Here, y'all. Here's my bow. I'm going to show you again. So, okay. When you flip it over and then flip it again, that makes 1 loop. And then you flip it and flip it again, and that makes 2 loops. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to flip it twice to get 1 loop in your bow. So, I'm just taking a bunch of different ribbon here. When I get all what I wanted, I fold it in half. Now, that was really thick, so I didn't cut it all at once. And I'm going to cut a slit in it. You don't cut all the way through, but you can cut a decent size slit in it. You don't want to cut it so deep that it rips. And you don't want it so small that you can't maneuver your ribbon. And I'm going to take a piece... No, I'm not. I'm going to take a zip tie here. I'm going to put it through there and pull it as tight as I can. Sometimes I use chenille stems, but, whoops, honk, sound like a goose. When I use a lot of ribbon, I like to use a zip tie. And you just keep pulling your loops out until you get it all big and fluffy. Ugh. Now, you see what I did there? I folded that down right there because I'm going to hot glue that those tails to the back of my bow. But you don't have to do that. When you fold your ribbon over, at first I didn't think I wanted tails, and I changed my mind. But look, you can add that to the back of your bow. I cut that thing upside down. I do that a lot. You can lay it behind your stacks of ribbon there, and then cut it like you do your, y'all. Anyway, that's eucalyptus, and there's some mini mums and some bittersweet. I'm trying to show the SKU numbers there for y'all to pause TV if you need be. Some of that hot bush. Excuse me, y'all. That's just called fall grass. I just think that's pretty, though. Oh, no. And anyway, those little bittersweets are so cute. I'm just going to cut me pieces off of all of it. I'm going to take some wheat there. Oh, guys. Pray I get through this. And I think that's just called a bushel. I don't know, or a bunch. I don't know. My cotton ball there looked pretty janky. But you know how you make a swag, and you put floors going one way and floors going the other. Look, my pumpkins were the same color. I just now noticed that. So I'm going to do like I'm making a swag. I'm so sorry, y'all. And I'm going to put my bigger pieces down there that I didn't cut apart. And I'm going to zip tie them together as tight as I can. Oh, sorry. And try to cut that off with wire cutters instead of your scissors, so you don't ruin your scissors. Anyway, so then with the rest of your florals, you can just shove them down in there because that's good and tight. And you can shove them down under your zip tie even too. So I just put whatever in there that I wanted. Lord knows I'm not a florist. I mean, went until a few years ago I could even keep flowers alive. And that was the plastic ones. I killed the plastic ones. Anyway, I think I'm funny, don't I? Anyway, so I just lay it there on the bottom of my wreath. I hope y'all see what I did, because I didn't mean to cut that one whole piece out. And I'm just going to take 2 zip ties there and put them together. And I'm going to attach that big bunch of flowers there like that, because I didn't know if one single zip tie I had was big enough. And when you get that in there, you all pull that tight. You hear me? Tight as you can. Anyway, you don't want them bad boys going anywhere. But if you want to change your flowers for next year, all you got to do is cut that off. Look, I want to show y'all how big this thing is. It is a beast. I think so. But I can't read and I can't remember because it's been a while since I've done this. I think it's 24 by 14. I think it's huge. Anyway, maybe. I don't know. Can y'all see? I can't. So I put some hot glue down on that wire tie, and I thought I'll just hot glue my big old bow down there. Well, no, don't work. My bow's so big. So I just take me some jute twine, and I put it right down the center of that bow, right between my tails, and wrap it around the bottom of that. You see there? Tie that up good and tight. Don't put hot glue on it, y'all. Fluff your bow up, and here you go. I think this thing is beautiful. I do. I love it. It's so big. It just... Sorry, y'all. Anyway. Ain't that pretty? I think it's pretty. I'm going to have to add music this video, y'all, because I'm not going to be able to talk as much as I normally do. And I know some of y'all hate that. Anyway, y'all, I got 3 of those pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. This is inspired by Hobby Lobby. So, I'm just going to disassemble them. Now, I can't ever take mine out and keep my little stands there intact. I always tear them up. Y'all, there's more glitter here on these 3 things than there is a Tooth Fairy's house. It is a mess. Anyway, and I'm going to paint all 3 of them in white chalk paint. And then I'm going to take and paint 2 of them in the pumpkin chalk paint. I almost always prime my stuff. And then it's one tall one and two short ones. Short and fat ones like me. Anyway, and I'm going to take truffle chalk paint and paint my stems. And take some cashew and add some details to my stems. And I'm going to stain here. That stain I still had left over from something I done before, y'all. It was still in that bowl. Just added some water and it mixed right back up again. And I used 20, that's antique wax. 20 tumbling tower blocks, and I glued 2 of them side by side. Wait a minute. Y'all see what I mean? And then I glue them long ways. Oh gosh, I hate describing tumbling tower block anything, but I'm gonna take my stands there and glue them together for stability. And I put some hot glue on there, and instead of then put my tumbling tower blocks on top of it, so it'll stand up real good. And on my Cricut, I cut out an end, and I realized that orange is entirely too bright, so I use it as a stencil instead. And all you gotta do is take your lettering word or whatever it is out, y'all, and still use your contact paper, so you can keep your inner parts of your and mark. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else it's called other than that. And I always like to use those makeup wedges, those makeup sponge wedges, and put my paint on. And I do a couple light coats, and I always peel it off there when it's wet. Except with those glasses, I peeled it off when it was dry. And of course, I'm going to get a little bit of paint on my white somewhere, because that's just how it is. That's just how I do things, messingly. And I cut off the word thankful. And I cut out the word blessed. Now, I'll show you mine, and I'll show you Hobby Lobby's. Hobby Lobby cut out the little leaves on the bottom, and one of them was white, and one of them was black. I just did both of mine black, because that's just how I wanted it. Y'all can do your own way. Do your thing, chicken wing. But I did them both black, because I don't know, I thought that was a little bit weird to me. And I could have had a better picture, but I didn't. And, again, that's just me. And on the back of my pumpkins, I put tumbling tower blocks. Then I glued the tumbling tower blocks to the stand, because I lost some footage here, I believe. I can't remember. I think so. Yep, I did. Look, I put raffia bow on it. And some of those little leaves, those brown leaves I'd gotten off other things from the Dollar Tree. Little pumpkins, I think. And I think that's pretty. And I think I like mine better than Hobby Lobby's. Y'all just tell me what you think. Look. Oh, well, yeah, I could have done better. Okay, got one of them jars there from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take that pumpkin chalk paint by Waverly. And I give my jar 2 coats. I was going to put candy in it, but instead I got cough drops in mine now. And my lid. Now, with the lid, you can get paint to stick to them real good if you sand them down real good, y'all. You can probably use Mod Podge to it, too. I mean, I'm sure we'll use it on them laters, right? And I paint that lid in cashew chalk paint by Waverly. Y'all's like, you got colors and schemes and stuff galore. You got all different kinds. I can't keep up myself. And I just outlined my jar there with the natural lines on it with that cashew chalk paint. And I just think that's just as cute as can be. That's like a tall, skinny pumpkin, ain't it? I got those stickers, y'all, from Hobby Lobby. $3.99, 40% off. Really not worth it, but I did it anyway, because I can't find those rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree. Oh, I got those stickers from the Hobby Lobby. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, so I untwisted 2 pieces of nautical rope, and I tightened up the end, like I wrapped jute twine all the way around the end, about 1 inch long. And then I held it up in the air and just wrapped jute twine, swung jute twine all around it. I'm making me my pumpkin stem here, y'all. And then I wrapped it all the way down and all the way back up once. And then I tied those strings together there. And I cut it off. And then I split those out. You see that? How I'm spreading them out and about. And I take a bunch of hot glue. And I glue my stem to the top of my lid there. Yeah. You see? Yeah. You get it? You see? Anyway, I thought it was a cute stem, but now I'm looking at it, I'm kind of second guessing myself there because it's kind of funny looking. But I don't know. What y'all think? I took me 2 pieces of lamb's ear and I put it on by my stem, at the bottom of my stem. I think the jar's cute, and I'm looking at it here and it looks cute, but there on the video it looks not so cute. I don't know. See, it looks cute right there. Up close, maybe. I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself, y'all. Look at it. I think the jar is cute. Isn't it adorable with the little stickers on it? Put you some candy in it. Okay, y'all, look at this. I got this from the Dollar Tree. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I've got to have that. It's in the Halloween stuff. So, of course, I'm going to dismantle it. And look, it took time. That thing gave me fits. I mean, I never got that off there. Anyway, so I took and clipped the piece from the top, and with my 10 snips. I did not mean to do it. I wanted to cut from the bottom. And I'm like, oh, no. After I did, I'm like, stop. Yep, nope. Go to the bottom, dummy. Anyway, so I don't think it mattered. I wanted to keep the top intact. The bottom I knew I could fix. But then it just started falling apart. I mean, little stems started falling off of it and everything. Look at that. I'm like, that's okay. I can work with this. I'll maneuver it. So I took 10 millimeter beads and I put it on all my little prongs. Yeah. And then I hot glued the very last ones on there. And then, if there's anything left over, I'm going to take my lime and pliers and I set it in something so I could keep it set still. But anyway, because it was wanting to move everywhere. But this will be a good idea, too. If y'all put a candle, like a fake one, not a real one, down in that little fishbowl jar and then put your pumpkin around it, that'd be cute. But anyway, that's not what I'm doing. So, make you a little lantern, you know. So, well, I'm kind of making a little pumpkin lantern. So, I just took my lime and pliers and cut the tips off the rest of that wire sticking out. And I'm going to take that little round piece of wood from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to finagle my pumpkin tendrils. It looks like a spider, don't it? Around it. And I'm going to hot glue the beads, because it should be as flat as it can be there, to the round thing, you know what I mean? Y'all see what I'm doing? And then I'm going to take some jute. That's some jute I pulled off of one of them buckets. And I put my silicone spatula down there in case glue dripped. It wouldn't drip on my little wood piece. It would just drip on my spatula. So I'm smart like that. And I made it round and not flat. And as you get to the top, just glue closer to the inside of your jute and wrap it and wrap it. And then the very end, you cut a piece off and tuck it down in that hole. And it'll be round instead of flat. And I'm going to take some Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. And I'm going to heavily dry brush it all over the thing. And the more I look at it, the more it looks like a spider with a funny looking head. And I'm going to take some moss and put it on my peduncle. My peduncle looks funny too, don't it? Anyway. And then I'm going to take, you could put those leaves on it that came back on it. But I'm going to take some wire jute and wrap it around my peduncle, of course. It seems like this is a running theme with me. And I think it's a running theme with everybody. And, I don't know, y'all. Oh, I'm going to take this faux leather leaf from the Dollar Tree that says thankful, and I just wrapped the whole hanger around it and hot glued the end of the hanger to the back of the leaf there. Yeah. And got that on there now. And then I'm going to take some, there you go. See? That's just what we do. Ain't it, girls or guys too? That's what we all do. So I'm going to take some eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus. And some lamb's ear. I like the lamb's ear too. From the Walmart. And I'm going to stick them inside of my little pumpkin on my base there. Yeah. And I'm just going to take a little candle. Set it in the center of it. And there it is. And I think that's just cute as a Peter's button. I don't know what a Peter's button is. But my mama used to say that all the time. Yeah. Look at it. I think it's cute. Okay, y'all. Right here, I got one of those long signs with the cuts in it from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to give it like a messy coat, like a heavy dry brush all over the whole thing. And then I'm going to take that stencil from Essential Stencils, y'all. The link to their thing is in my description box. They got beautiful stuff, rub-on transfers and all that jazz. And those stencil brushes, that's the 1/2 inch. Anyway, and I'm going to take elephant chalk paint from Waverly. I do take my stencil down and I hold it down and I pounce up and down. And then I do like a light coat. I know it don't look like it because it's that dark gray paint. But then I went over again. And here's the best part. Blah. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, ain't that pretty? So, I'm going to like paint the bridges together because I don't like those gaps in it. So, that's all I'm doing there. And then I'm going to take that same stencil brush and I'm going to distress with that elephant all over my board. Y'all, I love this thing. I hope y'all love it too. And then I go up the cracks and down the cracks. So, we're going to take that, I keep wanting to call it a fan, a windmill from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to pull that front tab off of it. And then pull that thing out the back of it. I want that intact, best I can. And then I'm going to take the blades and I'm going to lean them up all one way. You know how kind of like the windmill's tilted a little bit. Of course, I'm crazy, so I got to do all that little stuff. And I'm going to take steel chalk paint by Waverly. And I'm going to pounce it all over my windmill. It's kind of like galvanized, but it's not really like, I just want it, you'll see. And then I do take elephant and white and metallic silver. Yeah, because I like that look. But again, it's not like galvanized, it's different, you'll see. So anyway, say it 80 times. And then there's the metallic acrylic paint by Folk Art. And then I'm going to take Waverly Antique Wax. And I have these stencil brushes I got at Michael's. They're tiny, and I've had them for about 15 years, not a lie, y'all. And I love those things. Can't find them anymore. But I'm just going to take and go down the sides where I tilted up really heavy. And then go down the opposite side like really light. And then I'm going to take... Thanks, Rose. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to put antique wax all over those bamboo sticks. And then I'm going to take another small bamboo skewer and find one small enough that'll fit through my windmill. Because y'all know I'm going to make this thing move. And I take a drill bit and I find one the size of my skewer and I drill a little hole in my board. And then I put my skewer through my board. And we're going to see, okay, what we got to do to make this thing work. So I'm going to take a square bead. Y'all don't have to take a square bead. Take a round bead. Take anything you want. Take some popsicle sticks, drill a hole in it, and put it back there. Just enough to raise it up off your board so it will spin. And then I'm going to take that little tiny button. Y'all don't have to do this. You can glue the front right back on it again. But I'd suggest putting a little piece of wood like craft stick on it. And then I'm crazy, so I'm going to take and that same bit and drill a hole right through my button. Because I'm going to put it on the front of my windmill. And I do paint that in steel later. So we're going to take wood glue and I'm going to put it like in my hole and around the back of my skewer there. Because originally I cut it 3 inches, but then I end up cutting it shorter because you just don't know, so you have to kind of cut it to fit, as you're going along. And so I put my bead on there with just the wood glue and the skewer's in there, and then I'm going to take hot glue and go around it to support it. Of course, that wood glue needs to dry anyway. So I'm going to take that piece of, my goodness, I have so many of those, paint stir stick, and a drill hole in it, same bit. And we're going to put wood glue and hot glue on it. And going to, you see, because something's got to hold that skewer in there good. So, yeah. So, yeah. And then I cut it off, well, as flat as I can. Those didn't work as good. So I took those. Those are staple pullers, but still, they work awesome for stuff like that. I stole them from my husband. And then I'm going to sand it down flush as I can. And I'm going to take a lot of hot glue and a piece of duct tape and put it on the back there so our skewer won't fall out. I do cut that down later, y'all. But anyway, now we're going to put our windmill on. Oh, look at it, y'all. Anyway, and I'm sanding down that skewer where I cut as flat as I can before I put my button on. And I did wood glue it on, but I didn't film it because, you know, sometimes we miss stuff. So I'm going to cut those, yeah, see, right there. And I'm going to frame that word home in. I got my new glasses, and with my stigmatism, they said I might see crooked for a while till it straightens it up. And boy, do I ever. I did so many things crooked. So, but that's okay. Oh, I take that beacon glue and I glue those. Anyway, I take that hot glue there and I tack those two pieces together. I need them to stay together while I do this part. And I'm just going to measure that out there. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I've been feeling terrible, but that's okay. I feel like I'm getting better. So, yeah, after I measure them out, I cut them down, take that beacon fabric tack glue, and, oops, lost my shoe, and I'm going to glue that down. And then, yeah, so I take a longer one to, like, you see, to, like, make it go down so I could see where it would have laid if it had came all the way down. And then I cut my pieces, and I glued them. Yeah, and I marked each side so I know where to put them. And I'm going to use that beacon fabric tack glue. Y'all's like, shut up. And glue that down there. How y'all been? Anyway, and then I'm going to do that. I'm going to mark it the best I can. Y'all, I had to fit with this. You better be glad I didn't keep that in there because I cut that one piece 87 times. And I'm like, I'm done. And it's crooked. So, anyway, yeah, it was that little tiny piece right there. Seriously, 87 times. Well, not 87. I'm exaggerating. I don't want to be a liar. But, you know, I cut it a lot. So, anyway, yeah, y'all get the picture. And then I'm going to take 2 little sticks and glue them across the top and the bottom of my little X there. And here, I'm just going to measure out. This isn't fall, per se, but it can be any season. So, I'm going to drill 2 little tiny holes with that same bit, y'all. And, like, they were 1/2 inch apart in the center of the center slat. Y'all see? Anyway, I take some paddle wire, floor wire, whatever you want to call it, and I take 3 pieces and I twist them all up together because we want it to be sturdy. And I'm going to put it in my holes right there. And then take any pick you want, and you can change this out year round. I do it with my key holder I made not years ago, but I made a couple years ago on here, and I change my florals out every season. So, anyway, yeah, I got that from Walmart for 98 cents. And we're just going to, I cut the long piece off there, and we're just going to put that down in there. And then don't tighten it up yet, because I tightened it up, and then I went ahead and took masking tape and taped it down. Y'all don't want to do that yet. You can use other things. Yeah. So now Miss Shelley Craig got me that beautiful ribbon 2 years ago, Christmas. And I'm always afraid to use it because I don't want to run out. But I thought this was perfect for it. So what you do is you make a little loop and then you twist and you take it out, make another loop and twist and make another loop bigger each time you go. And that bow's simple. And I have a video where I show y'all how to make bows if you all are interested in it. So, yeah. And after I get it the way I want it, I'm going to take some more of that paddle wire. And I don't double it up this time. I just run it through there. See, look at me, one hand in it. And, because you don't want to let go of that thing. And twist it all together. And then we're going to take and run that paddle wire through our holes also. There we go. So you can change out your ribbon and your florals every season. You know, I thought it was a wonderful idea. And I think it's gorgeous, and I hope y'all love it too. And then I put masking tape down to keep my floor wire in check. Fluff my bow a little bit. And y'all, oh, no, I'm not done yet, sorry. Oh, I take the string that was on it, and Miss Rose sent me those gray and white beads, and I put them on the hanger, and there it is, y'all. And I absolutely love it. I think it is beautiful. And I hope you all like it too. I don't ask much, but if y'all would please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, I would much appreciate. Okay, y'all. Right here, I got those big tumbling tower blocks that Miss Brenda Gesner from Rustic and Lace sent me. And you get them at Five Below for $5. And then I got that little brown square piece of wood that the Ugly Truth gang, gals, well, but I gotta show y'all all that stuff. And then I'm gonna take those 4 tumbling tower blocks there and glue them to my little square thing there. And then that's another thing the Ugly Truth gang got me too. So yeah, look at that big old bag. I've never seen that many before. They're shorter, but they're sturdier though. They're thicker, but okay, let's not. I digress. So I'm gonna take and cut 4 of them down and go around the edge of my little table there. Yeah. Sorry. And then, because it's rounded on the edge, excuse me, I filled those. Oh, there's something else the Ugly Truth gang got me, those dowel rods. But anyway, I end up using the shorter ones from Dollar Tree because if I cut them right in half, it was just the right size I needed. Okay, and then after I get those cut down, I just warm up that glue in them corners and stick it down in there. Y'all won't have to do that if you have a square, piece. But, yeah. So, anyway, and then I'm going to take those craft sticks that Miss Rose sent me. Thanks, Rose. And I'm going to cut them down. I'm doing 2 on each side. Yeah, they're like the 1-gallon stir sticks, right? I don't know, y'all. Y'all see about what size they are. They're not as big as those jumbo, great big giant ones you get from the Walmart. It's like somewhere in between. Anyway, who cares? So I'm just going to cut those down and put 2 on each side and there. And I want this to be kind of wonky. I don't want it to be perfect and straight. So I just want to clarify that right off the get-go. I'm not being sloppy with my work. I want it to be wonky. Yeah. So I drew that out and wasn't filming. So there's the measurements of it. Y'all might want to pause the TV and see. But I just took that half. Remember when I made my country china little thing, the whole paper plates? That's a piece left from that. And I just used it and cut out my little barn top. And all of it with Waverly Antique Wax. And then I just hot glue it to the front of that. Yeah, so it looks like a little barn stand. I don't know why, y'all. Anyway, and I distress it with Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint and black chalk paint. I don't even remember the name of it, y'all. But, yeah, because I want it to look like old barnwood. And then I got that pumpkin. Now, listen, y'all. See, I'm setting it there, but I took that stuff that I make with the lightweight spackle, the glue, and the white paint, and I gave it 2 coats, that pumpkin, so I was able to sand it like that because I wanted to try to get it smooth because it has all those holes in it, and when you paint it, they don't always fill up, but when I got my tablet fixed, I lost a lot of footage, so sorry. And after I sanded it down real good, I'm painting it with some kind of white chalk paint, y'all. And then I'm going to take all 3 of those pumpkins, and I'm going to use the peduncle from the middle pumpkin. And I never got that thing apart. I thought those were so pretty this year. Anyway, so I just stick me some dowel rods in there, and I paint them all white. And I take that styrofoam there from the Dollar Tree and hot glue it. I did take the plastic off. And there, right in the center of my little barn table stand. I don't know. Okay, y'all, that's something else, too. I took those rub-on transfers from Essential Stencils, and I put them on my pumpkins. Oh, no. They're so cute. I'm sorry, I lost the footage again, but oh, my goodness, they're so cute. I might have to do one to show y'all, but it's easy, but I started with the center, but I'm just going to take a dowel rod there. I'm sorry, don't be mad at me, y'all. Anyway, and after I ran it through those 2, then I hot glued it, put a ton of hot glue in there, and I raised it up because I was out of frame a lot, and put my peduncle down in there. And then I'm going to do the bottom 2 there together. Sorry, y'all. Ugh. And I had my big toenails removed. That's why I wasn't able to do this video. That's why it's not Christmas. This stuff should have got put together last week, but I couldn't stand up. It hurt so bad. Anyway, and yeah, I put a dowel rod down in there, a skew or something. And now, got him all glued down on there. Yeah, that'd be cute for a snowman, too. Well, not with chickens on it, but you know what I mean. Now someone's going to do it, and I'm going to lose my idea. No, anyway, oh, yes, Wanda Cruz, you devil. Look, she sent me that chicken wire ribbon. And look at that. It's so cute. And I folded it down on the edge there so I wouldn't get jabbed. And I just ran it all on the inside of my little barn table stand thing. Yeah, it's so cute, y'all. Now what? Oh, I'm just putting it in there still. Oh, and then I took Spanish moss and I stuck it all down in there. Excuse me. I wanted to hide that styrofoam the best I could. And then I took very, very light amount. I pulled it, strung as thin as I could get it. Just kept stringing it and stringing it. And I put it between my pumpkins there. Only because there wasn't gaps or anything. I just think that it needed separated that wide. And I had painted them a dark blue, middle blue, light blue. And then I did it with the green. And I'm like, it just ain't working for me. I had to paint around those stencils, those rubble and transfers twice, y'all. Twice. Anyway, I took that from the mom's, that little thing there. And I put a toothpick through it. And I cut it off so the sharp end, I'd be able to use the sharp end and stick it down in there. Because originally the flower stem thing was up in it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I take my Cricut tool there and poke a hole in it. And I go up behind, like right on that peduncle because I don't want it to And, it's so cute. And I painted them both in truffle chalk paint by Waverly. And then I glue me 2 little eucalyptus leaves on there. I put little grass and little flowers and stuff like that. And then put that bow on the front of it. And y'all, I love this thing. Everybody I've shown, church and stuff, they're like, oh, yeah. So, I love it. I hope y'all like it, too. I mean, I got double-sided Christmas stuff in here, but it should be Christmas. Well, I got one thing I want to make y'all before Christmas, but I just really wanted y'all to see that, I reckon. But, yeah, sorry. Okay, y'all. I got a bunch of ribbon. Now, Tracy, oh my goodness, your ribbon came in play here, girl, because I used it. But I cut a bunch of different ones at 6 inches. And, excuse me. And I dovetailed the end of all of it. I mean, I added ribbon all throughout there. I even added orange burlap. I was like, And I would just mix and match, like, four pieces. Because... and then I cut me some pop cleaners, or chenille stems, whatever you want to call them, chenille stems. And I just bent my bow in half and twisted it, in the middle, how you pinch it there. And then just wrapped my, my pop cleaners around it and twisted it up real good. I'm not a good wreath maker, y'all. So, tell me what you think. So, on the 2 middle rungs, I was hooking those chenille stems. I know a lot of people hook their chenille stems to the wreath ahead of time, but I'm not that talented. So I just grabbed them, and I think I have 9 or 10 per each section. But then one section I left a half because I was going to put a bow on it anyway, and I just was too lazy, and my toes were hurting. So I take those pumpkins, that was last year what they clipped them on, and then this year in that bag, those knitted pumpkins, and there was the SKU numbers for them. So I did like orange, green, white, and blue, orange, green, white, and blue, or whatever, y'all see. So, or cream, or whatever. And then I take that big old burlap I got from the Walmart. I got that at Easter, year before last, I think. Anyway, it's there all the time. You can get it anytime. But I do like the awareness ribbon thing there, but I don't put tails on it yet. Because I have to see how much room I have here and what I'm working with. And I should not have tightened it that much because I knew I was taking it off. But I put that on there. And then, so now, and I'm wrapping this big. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 times I wrapped that, which is going to give me 2 loops on each side. And that one, and that blue I got from Walmart last year, and then that one I got from Walmart last year too. So anyway, I did all of them that way. I folded them over 4 times, and it gives you 2 loops on each side. And then I left a little bit hanging out because I like to cut those for little short tails. Well, I shouldn't have left this in there, but I changed the bow. I didn't like it that much. And that ribbon, I got that at the Dollar General, and it's really pretty, but so flimsy, y'all. I mean, it was so hard to work with. And then I took light blue to match my pumpkins there, and this is how. I folded in half, and I cut little slits in it, but that burlap and gingham ribbon, I cut way too big of a slit, but that's okay. We'll still work with that. And, yeah, I folded in half and just little tiny slits, see? But I didn't cut slits in that light blue one. And then I take a wire tie and put it in center, wire tie them all together. And then start fluffing my sinuses, y'all. And the air's on during the day and the heat's on at night. And it's just an absolute mess. And y'all know how it is if you have bad sinuses and allergies. But anyway, I am so sorry I left all that mess in. But you see where I just cut off a big piece of that burlap, and yeah, so there I just I took a pop cleaner and I just attached the 2 together. That's all you gotta do. You fold it in half the way. No, I used the pop. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, y'all. And there's my new bow. I kind of like it better. And I made 4 loops for that little and then you just flop it over 8 times. I think I like this bow better. And that's when, yeah, I tightened it up. I did I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so lost. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Anyway, I think, there you go, y'all. Anyway, this is it. And, like I said, I'm not a good wreath maker. Don't judge me. I wanted to try it. I mean, it's an easy wreath, but is it too thick? Is it too much? Is it like, I don't know. Okay, y'all, here is the star of the show. You know how I made foil carrots? Well, we're going to make a foil pumpkin, and I love this, y'all. You see how I started it and just put a dent in the center, and I just keep wrapping more foil, and pushing down with my thumbs right in the center there, see? You'll see it closer here in a second. And then, yeah, I just keep forming it with my hands how I want it to look. But I did keep the bottom flat because I didn't want it rocking and rolling and So, anyway, I'm showing you here how I folded it. I'm so stupid. I think y'all could have figured that out, but whatever. I did it. I'm trying to be nice, trying to make sure I show everything the best I can. Oh, I'm so stupid. I don't mean that bad, y'all. I just say that being silly, and it's funny because it's probably what I think if I saw somebody else doing it. No, I'm not like that. Anyway, so you could make it that wood look if you wrap it in that crafting paper from the Dollar Tree, but not me. I'm going to hot glue polyfill to it, or a pillow. I don't know which one I'm pulling from, but I think that's the pillow, and I hot glue that all around. Now, y'all don't have to hot glue this together. Look, because you can reuse it. Look, y'all, this was intelligent, brilliant. Sometimes I'm just too smart for my own gut. See, I compliment myself, but I'm being sarcastic. It's the good Lord that gives me the mind to do any of this. I give it all to God. But anyway, so I'm just going to take stick pins, and you won't even be able to see the heads of them in the collar. And I'm just going to pull my fabric up, look, so you can change this every year if you don't want that anymore. Or if you want to use your fabric for something else, undo it, and then find something else to repin it with next year. And I just keep pulling it up and putting stick pins in it. I tried to do it slow. Now, I do tuck some areas and pull it up. And, y'all, because I wanted a bigger pumpkin than my little, orange one, and I had, the ones you get from Dollar Tree, and I had one, but Jesse ate it last year, and my turkey that came with it, so I got out of a Goodwill, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. But see, I'll tuck here, and I'll stick pins like down below. You'll see here in a minute, because I want y'all to know how to do this, because no hot glue, y'all. This was just, I don't know, this is crazy. See, I stick two of them in the side there. You can't even see it. Then I'm going to pull what's left. Yeah, see there? Pull it up over onto the top. Pin that in there. And y'all, you got a aluminum foil pumpkin. And then I take 8 strands of some nautical rope. The thin one from the Dollar Tree. I believe it's 8. It's 6 or 8. But I'm leaning more towards the 8. And I just did this Tuesday and I already forgot. There's 4. I don't know why I showed y'all this. Y'all could have cut that out too. See? I don't know about me. Oh, geez, y'all. I'm so glad y'all love me and I love you. We're family though, ain't we? Anyway, so, no, I lied. It was 6. So, anyway, I'm a big fat liar. And I take the remainder of that jute from the DIY I just did, and I start wrapping it around my nautical rope that I cut off there, y'all. Just wrap. And see, you could, if you don't want to keep this peduncle, you can even undo that and reuse your jute during Christmas or something. Because crafting stuff gets expensive, y'all. And anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to wrap it until I get it how I want it. Okay. And then, yeah, twist it upside down because I want my little, that thing to be at the bottom. And y'all will see why. And then I'm going to take my little cricket pick thing here, and I'm going to make me a little tendril. I think, maybe eventually. It's a long one, and wrap. But my pumpkin's a decent size, y'all. I love this thing. And I set down in there, and you're not going to believe it's no hot glue or nothing. I put a stick pin down in it. Right through that nautical rope, and look at that. And then there just happened to be a big old green leaf laying there. I stuck that on there, and here she is, and she is gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my gosh. No hot glue. And no, I just can't believe it. And she's a dowel rod. And just start painting it. And you're going to have to give it sometimes 3 coats, 2 or 3 coats. And it's like painting glass, the smoothness of it, but you don't mess it up like you do the glass. Anyway, and I'm going to take that little pumpkin, and I'm going to take the stem out of it and take its coat off. I'm going to cut that felt off of it. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing here, y'all. Oh, I'm going to take that leather, faux leather from the Dollar Tree. That's the one I found when I drove the 100 miles. And I'm going to cut it in 1-inch strips with my paper cutter there. Because, y'all, I can't cut a straight line. I mean, you could use, like, a ruler and your roller blade. That's something you do in the park, ain't it? Anyway, and I'm going to wrap it around my pumpkin here. Now, listen, this is very important. Try to do it on the humps. On the humps. I started off in the crevices, and that did not serve me well. So I go in and have to redo it and do it on the humps. My hump. Anyway, because when I did it in the crevices, and then I go back and do it on the humps, there's gaps all in it. So if you do it on the humps, and then you go back and put it in the crevices, it smashes it all down and holds it all down. Trust me. Yeah, that's why I left so much of this in, so I can explain that to y'all. Yeah. You could cut it the other way and have it longer, but you're not going to have as much. You'll run out. I don't know. I used at least 3/4 of it on just this one little pumpkin. And I only bought 1 roll of it, which I kind of like, oh, I needed more. But see, that's just my problem. I don't need more. But maybe I will. You don't know. Anyway, and I take a little stick from the Dollar Tree, of course, y'all, and I shove it down in the hole. See the top of it there? You got to cover that up because that's just ugly. So I take some raffia and I shred it down and cut it down, and I just tied it around my peduncle, and I pulled apart and thin it out because I like that look better. And I'm going to take some jute and make a little bow, and I spread my fingers out. I think I'll show y'all later. And I wrap it around 10 times, and then I put a gingham bow on it. And then I'm going to take those little tiny white daisies and put it on it. And this is so cute, y'all. So cute. And a lot of people doing farmhouse, they're like, I don't want the leather. But it's still, look at it. I mean, that to me is just adorable. I just love her. Maybe we'll call that a him because he's leather. I don't know. That made no sense. But ain't he cute? Look at him. And Hobby Lobby has leather pumpkins, and I can't find the leather pumpkins at the Dollar Tree, which, truth be told, I think that's prettier than the funny-looking leather at the Dollar Tree. But if I find some, I will buy them. But I plan on tying jute around to make them look better. And somebody may beat me to that now that I said it, but hey, what do you do? Anyway, this one is dedicated to Miss Pat Boya and Miss Deborah Broussard. They sent me these napkins, and this one Pat sent me, I've been waiting to use since last year. She sent it after it got here, after I started my Christmas DIYs, y'all. And I'm like, oh, this pumpkin. But I'm showing you how to remove all that paper if you want. Just spritz it down, a little bit of water, and take your Cricut scraper and scrape it off. You can even lay a damp paper towel on it, and it comes right off. And I'm going to give them 2 coats of Rust-Oleum and white chalk paint. And that napkin, y'all, that napkin is from Deborah, and that one is from Pat, y'all. And they're both Mackenzie Child. You guys, my heart, y'all, my heart. Y'all are just too good to me. Whew, I'm sentimental today, or just mental. But anyway, I take a piece of tape, and look, it took both. That napkin was so easy to come apart. It took both plies off that napkin. Yeah. And I did the same for the other one. And then, look, I was too much Mod Podge right there, but I'm going to well, that had a chunk of something in it. But I'm going to thin this out, y'all, really, 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 really thin. And y'all can see there how thin it is. And I got the bulk of that Mod Podge still on that brush. And then, look, I lay my napkin down and go slow. And then I pat it down just a dab, pull it up, and I do the other side. And again, I use too much Mod Podge, so I just pull the bulk of it off with my brush. Very, very thin layer. It's a napkin. It don't take much. And I got my saran wrap ready, y'all. I throw it down on there, and I start rubbing it out. And it gets the wrinkles. I love it, y'all. It's perfect. Well, not perfect. Nothing's perfect. But it's really, really good. Anyway, and look at me. See? And I go down, find little wrinkles, just push them out. And then I pull that up. I fold that in half. Mod Podge against Mod Podge. You don't want to wipe it twice in the same spot with Mod Podge on it. Not a lot of Mod Podge. Like the little tiny spots, and there I'm just dabbing it. I want to show y'all how I do this. And setting that one side to dry. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one. And I start from the bottom because I want that border it's on that. See that? That's so pretty, y'all. I don't know much about Mackenzie Child, but come on, y'all. You have to appreciate those napkins. They're just beautiful. And look, I double saran wrapped that one. I've never done that before, but I was trying to be so careful. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, everybody, for things you send me. I try to use it on, utilize it. And for the most part, I can remember everything anybody's ever sent me. I'm not saying that will continue, but I try. But look at that napkin. Oh, my gosh. That's beautiful. Okay. So, I let them dry, and then I dry them with my heat tool, so I don't let them dry. I dry them, and then I just sand off the edges. Very, very, ever so lightly. See, Jackie, there's my little finger sander you sent me. Jackie Corns. So I take that.
That's me. Because of you guys. I love you guys. I really do. I truly do.
I take that little blessed word from the Dollar Tree, and I paint it white with the Rust-Oleum white chalk paint. And then I take this purple watered down paint, and then some black watered down paint, and some gold paint. And I tried to give the lines in it that the napkin had. I mean, I don't know how good I did, but I tried. I hope I did it some justice. Anyway, and then I poked the holes out where my holes were for my tag. Anyway, look, I got some purple and black paint with my dirty fingers on. I was so devastated. And then I was like, I put my blessed there, but I didn't want to put my blessed there. I wanted to put it on the side down there in the corner. And I'm like, what to do? So I took a very light bit of white Rust-Oleum white chalk paint and painted over my spots. I think the best I could. I didn't want to mess it up. And there I'm taking super glue gel super glue, whatever. And I'm gluing my little blessed word on. That was stuck in like, I don't know, 10 seconds, y'all. It was on there. And I'm going to take black and white baker's twine. I've seen some Mackenzie Child things, and I think that they're cute. They're loud, you know what I'm saying? She wants everybody to know she was there. Oh, no. Anyway, but it's cute. Yeah. If you like bright colors, there you go, y'all. And I'm just going to hot glue my tags together after I put my baker's twine there and do a lark's head knot. Push that down real good. And then I'm going to take this ribbon I got from the Walmart last year at Christmas time. It was only like $1.97. And I think it's kind of loud and wild like that. This is the Harlequin print, this ribbon I got, I think. Anyway, I don't even know. And I just thought, and that other ribbon with that chevron print I got from the Dollar Tree, and I thought those would look cute on there together. Now, I have a dilemma. I stained some solo wood flowers for my sign. My legs are completely sleepy. I'm about ready to slide right on my chair. Oh no, I can't even feel my feet. Anyway, sorry. If you guys would like, I'd love for you to subscribe. That would be awesome. And, just give me a thumbs up if you don't want to subscribe. I would appreciate that. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all's comments. You all just mean so much to me. And I know I'm the worst about clicking the little hole or responding. But I get so many amazing comments. And I start reading them. And I get wrapped up in it. And it just, and I need to click the hearts, but I feel like that's being rude if I click a heart and don't say anything back. And I know I've said this before, but I just don't know, y'all. And I don't want to be rude to anybody, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And that is never, ever my intent. And I want y'all to know how much you absolutely mean to me and how much I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. And this journey has been phenomenal. If God takes me tomorrow, then He's going to take me a happy girl. But I love y'all, and I mean it. So, anyway, I'm just going to hot glue my bow down there. That wasn't even on purpose. I didn't mean to leave that bow making there in. But I did. That's something I could have deleted. And see that little purple? I stained the bottom of it black and top of it purple. But I think it was just too purple. I don't know. Y'all Mackenzie Childsers can tell me. I kept wanting to call them Destiny Child napkins, and I was like, why do I keep saying that? But anyway, it's Mackenzie Child. I take me some eucalyptus, 2 little leaves. Y'all know I love eucalyptus. And eucalyptus is on that little picture. And I hot glue underneath my bow. Excuse me, y'all. And see, I'm like, is that too bright? I thought I used a more muted purple, but it really stained purple. So I take this little white. It looks like a beech nut shell. It's from the stuff for Christmas last year. And I glue that and a little tiny pine cone in there because it snows in the fall. But anyway, look at this, y'all. Oh, look at her. Oh my gosh. What do you all think of her? I mean, even if you don't like Mackenzie Child, you gotta admit, that's cute. That's wild. Yeah. And I showed y'all her a lot because I really liked her. Anyway, okay, right here. I take that fabric from the Dollar Tree, that farmhouse one. That's the black with the white letter. It's got little chickens and pigs and cows and stuff on it. And I cut them at 14 inches. And then at 1-inch strips, I circled 15 there, but it wasn't. It was 14. And then I cut them in half. So I got me some 7-inch strips. Here again, y'all, this pumpkin is hard because some of those humps are far apart and the other ones are close together. See, I tell y'all I'm not stupid and I say stuff like the other of them. Anyway, that sounds like, I don't even know what the other of them. I'm going to start saying that now. Anyway, y'all, every one of y'all talked about my Florfendorf, made me laugh so hard. But anyway, go on the outside of, again, go on the humps of your pumpkin. And I'm going to do that around the best I can because there's some humps in the back that's so close together. It's just like, this is crazy. What am I going to do with all these humps? See how close them all were? And then I was like, well, oh well, we'll figure it out. So I did. So I take that buffalo check fabric from the Dollar Tree, and the ones that was close together, I cut in. It was 1 inch wide, but 2 blocks is what we're going to call it because 2 blocks covered the some of it. But then the other ones, here I'm going to show you, I had to cut 3 blocks over. You see that? And I know there's different, I know 3 blocks, what if you get the big one? I don't know, probably 2.5 inch or 1.5 inch strips because the 1 inch strip would not cover the width of those humps that were far apart. That sounds so stupid. Oh no, I'm trying to explain it the best I can, y'all. It's so stupid. My humps again. Oh gee whiz. I wouldn't advise this, but I did burn the strings off mine. Because there was little strings everywhere. Here I'm just showing you again. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. I don't know why I showed you so many times. Oh no. Anyway. Oh shoot. Anyway, I just glued me a stick down on there, of course. Good gravy. I found one that was crooked. And I like that look, so I glued him on there. And I'm going to take some, oh, I'm so sorry, pip berries, the white pip berries from the, oh shoot, Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to wrap it around my little peduncle, y'all. And then I put that on. Don't use that, because that is loud. You know, and I wanted something bright, but that wasn't doing it, because I'm like, that looks so stupid. Those polka dots with those checks, and, well, it's kind of Mackenzie Childsy. I reckon I could have done that. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Again, I don't know much about Mackenzie Child. I've seen some of the stuff, but anyway, I'm like, nope, that ain't jiving. So, here's how I make that bow, y'all. I spread my fingers apart because I got tiny, goofy sausage fingers. And I wrap it around 10 times. 10 times. And it's how I made my flowers in the past out of jute. And you do cut it, but I don't know what I was waiting on. Oh, my editing is terrible. This must have been part of me falling asleep yesterday and messing it all up. Whew, gee whiz, y'all. I don't know how you even sit through this with me. Anyway, I put those lines close together where I started and ended it, because I don't want to look like it's got double tails. And I cut off a piece and I double knot it in the middle of it. Now, oh jeez, I can't stop laughing. I literally have tears rolling down my face. And then I spread it apart. See, just pull my little hoops apart. It makes the cutest little jute bow. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh gosh, I made them like years ago. Well, I say years ago, like I've been on YouTube a year or two. That didn't make no sense. It is almost 2 years. Anyway, and I took that farming, again, ribbon from the Dollar Tree and put it over my little jute bow. And then I stuck some pretty yellow sunflowers in there that I got mini sunflowers from the Walmart for like something crazy. The quarter a piece from this. Okay, I got one of them carvable pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. I take the stem out. And I cut the tag off, and I paint the entire thing with Waverly White chalk paint. Listen to me now. Listen to this mess. And this is from Miss Rita Herndon, too. I love this. It's beautiful. This napkin is beautiful. I did not want to cut it, but I did. But it turns out really pretty, y'all. So, take Mod Podge. I'm learning here. If I could teach anybody else as I learn, that's what I'll do. And I only put Mod Podge down like, I don't know. I didn't put it down all over the whole thing. And I got my saran paper, y'all. Take your piece of saran paper, lay it down on your napkin, and tap your napkin down. Or you can ball a little piece up and tap it down. Now there I cut a little pie slice out because it was bunching up. And I put my Mod Podge. You're going to want to get a new piece of saran wrap every time you do this because, yeah, it's a mess if you don't, and it will still make your paper rip. So get your new piece of saran wrap and dab it down. And I did the same thing. I just went all the way around till I got my entire napkin down. Okay, y'all, I got that flour sack towel from Dollar Tree. Look at that. I could not believe it, and it's huge. Look at that. But I'm just going to tear it up. So I just cut a couple pieces, and I cut a little slit, and I ripped them. I did 2 pieces, and then I kept ripping them down smaller and smaller. And then I cut it in 3 pieces, and I'm tearing that stem out of that pumpkin there, y'all. And I put my paper on upside down. Y'all see that? Good gravy. Yes, all the way around, birds upside down. I was like, we'll make it work. And I think this thing is so pretty, y'all. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. And I just take that flour sack and tie it together and put little knots in it. And I take 2 or 3 lamb's ear leaves. Well, yeah. And stuck it down in my pumpkin. Didn't even have to glue it. Just went down in there. Now I'm going to glue my little flour sack down. This one's quick and easy. It's not quick, and it's not really easy. It's fast. No, well, I don't know. Listen to my word. Look at my birds. Look how pretty that pumpkin is, y'all. Oh, my goodness. I love it. It's so pretty. Look how vibrant that blue is, that napkin. Oh, thank you, Miss Rita. I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. I take that 14-inch. You got to keep up here because I changed this one 3 times. A 14-inch with a little round piece. I was trying to be fancy like all those people are. And a 12-inch. Yeah, watch. Bam! I did it. Well, no, I'm still crappy at it. I was laughing. Anyway, so I take and put Mod Podge all over, yeah, both of them. And then I set them aside to dry. Y'all know what's going on. And then I take that beautiful napkin. Oh my goodness, Wanda, you're killing me with this stuff. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Brenda had sent me them in the smaller ones. And so these ones are ginormous. They almost covered that 14-inch round completely, y'all. And I don't know where she got them. Probably Hobby Lobby. I don't know. Yeah, I think I saw them at Hobby. I don't know. Anyway, I just lay my napkin down there, y'all, and I put down a piece of Teflon, and I take my little mini press, and it reactivates that Mod Podge, that glue, and it makes it stick, and you don't get any wrinkles. And then, with my blank spaces there, I sand it off and not burn it off because I want to use those pieces I'm sanding off to fill in those blank spaces right there. See, I threw a napkin down. I tried to at least like match it up the best I could because I don't want it to look bad. But I don't know. I can't even tell. I looked at it a couple times and I was like, where was it? You know how you have to circle things around and check it out, like, where did I do that at? And then you find it. Well, yeah. So, and then I just, did the same thing. And then when it was dry, I did the other side. I did cover them with Mod Podge after they were dry. And then, I put a ton of Mod Podge on that while it was wet. I put that piece of burlap down on it. Yeah. And then I just took Mod Podge and went around the edge here because I want to make sure it stays. And then I take a bunch of tumbling tower blocks, 70 to be exact. And I put Waverly Antique Wax, and I spritz water in there, and I'm just going to stain them real fast this way because that way I won't be 5 days trying to get it done. Take some out, put some in, da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, what's that song? Take one, gee whiz, bottles of beer on the wall. Good gravy. Anyway, I dry them off, and then if there's anything real thick on them, I wipe them off, and I dry them a little bit with my heat tool, and then I'm like, nah, I'm lazy, I'm going to go sit down, I let them dry overnight. So then I take that. It's about the size of that nautical rope from the Dollar Tree. Burlapfabric.com sent that to me years or so ago, and I wrapped it around the edge of that because I need something more substantial to hold my blocks on. And I just run A-length tacky glue all the way around it, and I put that board under because I need it to like be halfway, like halfway on one side, halfway on the other side. You know what I'm saying? I need the blocks to not be like flat or y'all see. You all see. Anyway, and I just start setting like my little blocks around through there. You need a flat area, y'all. And they do want to tip and fall sometimes, but you just pick it up and dust it off. And anyway, I just take a piece of jute and wrap it around it, like right in the center. And then I like do it like you're gonna tie it, but I don't. I just pull it real tight, and I go around and I fix my blocks. And then I start gluing. Then I with hot glue there, see, around the edge. And then I'll go tighten it again, and then I'll glue again, because I want to make sure they're up against it. See, real good, trying to get them straight and all that jazz. And then I flip it over. Carefully flip it over. And then, I wiped off the excess glue, and I'm going to take that nautical rope. I'm so sorry, y'all. They never need to go until I start doing this. And I'm going to go all the way around the inside of that side. This is gorgeous. First, it was going to be a picture. Then it was going to be a riser. And then I was like, double-sided. And then I got that paper book from the Hobby Lobby last year. And I looked for a SKU number to show y'all. And I didn't find one. But I'm going to take that ho-ho paper. See, that was orange. It was going to be something completely different. Before we started doing Christmas. And I'm just going to do the same thing. It had been set inside drying for a week. And I just put that paper on there. And some, that's not parchment paper, is it? What is that, y'all? Y'all know. Anyway. You're like, you're supposed to be a teacher. And I, ironed it and then sanded that off. And I love that paper. It's so vintage. It's so pretty. And I'm going to take antique wax and go all the way around the edges. And next video, I'm going to show... Oh, and then I go around each one of those, like, little pictures. I'm going to show everybody's gifts that I've gotten. Because I got more. I got to go get them from the post office. Anyway. And I take antique wax all around the inside of both of those trays. And I take A-length tacky glue and hot glue. And there. Bam. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. And then I take that, I was almost out, with that brown, see, leather, faux leather from the Dollar Tree, and I cut it in 1-inch strips. Jane, get in here. Come on, Jess. Is that Daddy? Look, that's awful. I don't think he's even here. I just tricked her. And I think I cut 5 things. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, and then, y'all afraid of heights because I really got you up there. I take that, Beacon fabric tack glue. And I put it on my, y'all, that's like a non-hot glue, That stuff strings and everything if you're not careful. And yeah, see, and I put it in the middle there, my tray. And I just, like, line up the edges there and keep it going. I love this thing, y'all. I do. Anyway, I don't know why I keep saying, Oh, Brenda says that. We've been around each other too long, too much. And then at the end there, I mean, it almost took the entire 5 strips, but I cut off that little piece, and then with that little piece, I was like, So then I cut off 3 more little pieces that size. Okay, 70 tumbling tire blocks. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. It's 1 box you're going to need because there's 72 in 1 box. If you like 14-inch, if you leather strips, I don't know what that means. 1 inch wide, 1 inch wide. I don't know what that meant. Y'all, all those things were 1 inch wide. Those little pieces right there, good gravy. And what's that mean if you like 14-inch? Oh, if you use, probably, I'm goofy. Probably if you use 14-inch round, goodness. And then I cut 2 pieces of that. It's 1.5 inches wide. 1.5 inches wide. And if you ask me a year from now, I will not remember. And I took that Beacon Fabric Tack Glue, and then I'm going to take hot glue, and I'm going to run it on the edge, and then I'm going to roll it like a taquito. Rolla. See? And then, yeah, there's my handles. So, I'm going to take those from the Dollar Tree. They got really pretty push pins now, y'all. I need to get some. I got those. I like those, but I didn't. And I pounded them in, and look. Look. Isn't it beautiful? I love that napkin. Y'all, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Ain't that pretty? I haven't said that in a while. And there's the other side, the ho-ho. I love that. I just absolutely do. I love that paper. But yeah, I did cover it with Mod Podge. See, I'm going to lose my voice. I just, want to make sure you saw it, I reckon. And there it is again. But it is gorgeous, y'all. Okay, right here, I'm going to take this tag from the Dollar Tree, of course. And we're going to take it apart. And y'all know I'm totally going to just tear the paper off this. I mean, that's just how it is. So, I just think it looks better if you start with plain MDF. It takes a little bit longer, but I think it's worth it in the long run. So, anyway, and I got that paper from the Hobby Lobby last year. And I'm going to take my Podge. Now, y'all, this is really stupid. I don't know what I was thinking. But, for one, you should measure out your paper and mark it to see where you need to put your Mod Podge. And I just put a light coat because I don't want my paper to wrinkle. Because I don't dig that. Look, some people do. I don't. Because I'm a perfectionist. So, anyway, I lay it on the edge there. And I rub it down real good. And you'll see how dumb I am. And I wipe off that excess Mod Podge just hanging out the ends. So, then, when it dries, I take my craft knife from Miss Christine Calder, thank you. And I cut off that excess paper. And then I paint it. Yeah. So, paint it first, y'all. Just paint it first and get that out of the way. Anyway, so, and I paint it with that pumpkin orange by Waverly. And, okay. This is the first year I've been able to find one of those pumpkins, seriously. And I was excited. And you know my beads on there, one side's got 11, one side's got 12. And I almost took it apart to put another bead on there. But I'm like, no, let's not get that crazy. But anyway, so I'm tearing it apart. And that thing was a beast. You hear me? A beast to get off there. Anyway, I'm going to take that Beacon Fabric Tack Glue and 2 tumbling tire blocks. And I glued them in the center. And then I'm going to take hot glue. Y'all. Okay, anyway. And, sorry about my big bucket head. And I'm like, okay. So, and then I glue one, on each side there. Because it laid down, it touched there. But the middle was humped up too high to lay flush. Anyway. And then I'm going to cover my paper with Mod Podge because I almost forgot. I cover the entire side so it'll all match. And then I got this, trim. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm not from Christine Carter also, and also Stephanie Pharaoh, I can't remember, sent me some too. Sorry, Stephanie. And it's got little hoops, and then it's like flat. Well, I put the hoops facing down on the bottom and the hoops facing up on the top. I know it doesn't matter, maybe to y'all, but anyway. And then I just tack it down in the back there. And here, I'm measuring out. I forgot to fill my hole too, but y'all, I digress. So, I'm going to take that paddle bit. Now, y'all, I use this paddle bit all through the video because I'm lazy. But I measured and 1/2 inch in and 1 inch down. Yeah, and then I make me some pretty big holes instead of using the regular bit. And I'm going to take my, thanks for ours. I think she thinks it's funny when I do that. That Tim holds, that stuff. And I'm going to distress my sign. if y'all don't like it distressed, don't distress it. I mean, it's just a matter of taste. I like rustic looking stuff. And I found that piece of nautical rope. It's just the right size. Well, it could have been a little bit longer, but, good enough. So I'm going to tie knots in the front. Jessie is totally up under my leg, and she's dragging my chair, scooting me across the room. And we're going for a ride. Anyway, and yeah, see, and then I just trim off that excess there. I know she's like, who are you talking to, crazy woman? But I do put a little bit of hot glue there to tack that down because my holes were pretty big. They weren't going to go through, but, I just wanted to be safe. If somebody pulled on it hard enough, maybe. But anyway, people don't need to be pulling on your stuff. So I couldn't figure out where I wanted these beads, and I didn't know if I wanted them up where I put the other ones. But I'm like, no, I want them down in the corner. So I take my Aleene's tacky glue, and I glue my half beads on. Y'all see? And then I end up gluing one over that hole up in the center because I just couldn't handle it. But I take that lighter there. I found that lighter and it has a pico on it. And I did show y'all, but I'm like, they don't care. But anyway, so I'm going to take Aleene's tacky glue here. Excuse me. And a little bit of hot glue. And I'm going to glue my pumpkin down in the middle of my sign. And then I'm going to take truffle chalk paint by Waverly. Because it was too shiny, for that Tim Holtz ink the stick. So I used that, and I went over my laters there to say harvest because I wanted them to pop out more. And again, I just like that look. And I'm going to take a piece of it's thicker jute, and I take 3 pieces. And hold them together there. And then I'm going to take thinner, well, I'm going to run away. And I'm going to come back. And I'm going to take thinner jute. And I'm going to tie it right there in a double knot. And we're going to wrap our entire peduncle. That's what the stem of a pumpkin is. I learned that from Miss Bree from Bree's Arts. Anyway, and then I'm going to cut off that excess there. And I like when you do it like this. If you wrap it tight enough, you can maneuver it. And I'm just going to burn the fuzz off that. And then... yeah, I tried to smash it down with those lime pliers. But there, see, there we go. I think it's so cute. I started doing that last year, and I love that way. So we're going to glue it down, but I left the top of it up to pop up out of there. Oh, and then I'm going to take some leaves. And then, y'all, I like to take, if it's real raffia, and weight it so I can tear it apart real thin. But then I didn't film the little bow I made. And see, if you just tear it apart, it makes it makes a prettier bow. It doesn't look so disheveled. And I'm going to take those cute little beads. They're like orange. They got like sunflowers on them and stuff. I got them from Amazon years ago. So, and I'm going to put them on my jute bow that I had hanging down there. See? And I put a sunflower on a little sunflower. And I love this. Y'all, I was all over the place with flowers. I even got Brenda's... I was like, what do I do? I couldn't figure out what to put on there. And I love it, y'all. And I hope y'all like it, too. Yes, I do. Yeah, okay. That thing I've had for 3 years, y'all. And I could not get the paper off of it. I had to take it out to my garage and get my palm sander and sand that thing bald. Yeah, I did. Bald. Yeah. And then I'm going to take that marker, that chalk pen marker thing from the Dollar Tree. And I like to take paper towel and run it over it and get it sharp so I can, write better. And I'm going to take that burlap and my pumpkin, and I'm going to trace my pumpkin out. Now, this is not a good idea. So, I did this. Now, y'all won't have to. But anyway, first of all, I cut on the inside of my chalk line. Because, it's going to be... I want it to fit flush, and it's going to be on the outside. Otherwise, hangover. So, I put a ton of Mod Podge. I mean, a ton of Mod Podge on my pumpkin. And, of course... And then I did set it aside to dry, y'all. And... because mine was wrinkled and I didn't want to iron, I thought I'll just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And so I decided to take my parchment paper just from the Dollar Tree there. And I wanted a little piece so I could go on the edges so I could see what I was doing. And then when I got it down, and I did it all over. Well, anyway, No, it started coming loose. So put it on when the Mod Podge is wet. It may be because it's a thicker fabric, but I couldn't maybe get that hot glue, not hot glue, shoot, that Mod Podge to melt. I'm sorry, y'all. You're like, what? Good enough? Anyway, just put it on when the Mod Podge is wet. But anyway, you saw I took that middle piece off that little cutting board thing that got the Dollar Tree now. And I'm going to throw me some really thin here. Now, thick on the pumpkin and thin there. Because we're going to... I found one calendar, y'all. One. And it was on a shelf where it wasn't supposed to be. And that's all I could find. Somebody has tore... I mean, I checked 6 Dollar Trees and none. Can't find them. But anyway, I'm going to take that one for the month of November. No, I'm joking. I think I'm funny because it says hello October, you know. And if you have to explain it, it's just not funny. So, yeah. And I ironed it on, too. And I'm just going to cut off the excess. So, then I'm going to take Beacon Fabric Tack Glue. I'm still laughing about me. It's my November. Anyway, and a little bit of hot glue. And I'm going to glue my little center piece on there. Yeah. Y'all, I love this one too. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just... Anyway, and right here, I did put a thin coat of Mod Podge on top of it. Make sure it's really dry, y'all. And I threw some on top of my burlap because I had to glue it down with around the edges there with that Beacon Fabric Tack. Seriously. So, yeah. And I'm going to take my Tim Holtz ink air and I'm going to... Yes, look at that. It just brings it out. It just makes it pop. I love it, y'all. And then I'm going to take Miss Pipberries, Miss Tammy Houston sent me from Happiness Created. And I'm going to make some circles. 3, you know, yeah, just go around in a circle. And, yeah, I struggled for a minute to get it the right size to go around. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave all that in, but y'all see. And so, yeah, just like that. And I'm going to lay them down there. And, and I'm going to fan it. I don't know. Oh, so I tack it down with hot glue, and I was fanning it to get it to dry. And I do that all the way around it, but I leave some pieces loose to pop up. And then Miss Rita Herndon sent me these Pipberries years ago, and I'm just going to take ones that like match with my pumpkin colors, like some yellow and orange, and I'm going to tie them in with those other Pipberries. And then I'm going to take, I think it's a little tiny boxwood or something like that. Wood, and I'm gonna put it all around my round thing there. Yeah, I thought about adding some yellow leaves and all that stuff. I just didn't. I like the way this turned out. I mean, and I thought about putting some little tiny pumpkins, and you can do that, but I just didn't because I really liked how this turned out. So I'm gonna take that fabric I've had since 1864, and I took and cut a 2-inch strip, and I just ripped it. And I'm making a hanger with one piece, and I made a bow with the other piece. And we're just going to take that Beacon Fabric Tack glue and glue that down on there. Y'all, it stays. That glue is something. I'm not even joking. I love it. So, and then, yeah, down at the bottom, glue my little bow, and I glue a little sunflower in the center. Look, I didn't know what I was doing. And this one we can call done. And here it is. Look at it. Oh, my goodness. You would never know that stuff came from the Dollar Tree. You would not know that was a calendar picture piece or anything, I think. And I think it's gorgeous. But I do have a Pipberry going crazy there. Looks like my hair in the mornings. No, my hair is far worse than... Okay, y'all. I take 4 of these little pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I had those 4 from last year, and you got to discombobulate them. You got to take off the stems and the raffia, and I paint 2 of them in Waverly chalk paint in moss, and 2 of them in Waverly chalk paint in celery. I give them 2 coats front and back, and make sure your hole is at the bottom. And now that's wood glue, hot glue, y'all. And I'm going to stick the 2 moss-colored ones together. Oh. And I'm going to take a celery-colored piece, and put it on top. And I think this is cute. I haven't seen anybody done it. do this. If they have, I apologize, but I haven't. And I think, again, I'm smarter than what I really am. And I think, oh, I came up with a new idea, but I probably didn't. Anyway, and then, yeah, put more hot glue on the back with your other celery piece one and line those up real good. And there you go. You got your little wooden pumpkin, and I think that is cute. I sure enough do. You can put your, I got one of them sticks from the Dollar Tree. Them little birch sticks. You can get a stick out of your yard. I just got one that'll fit down in my hole there. Put a ton of hot glue down in there. Stuck my stick down in there. Put more hot glue down in there. Cut off some leaves while my hot glue was wet. Stuck them down in that hot glue. Yeah, gravy, Kathy. Anyway, and y'all, I can't talk. I give up. No, I don't. I'll never give up. Anyway, I like to take my raffia and tear it down the middle. You know how it's real thick, sometimes wide. I just rip it till it's really fine shredded, like fine shredded cheese. Anyway, and I'm going to tie me a little bow in it. Get it all together there, and I just used the green raffia and the regular color raffia. I don't know if it's a regular color raffia. Some things maybe I should know, but I don't. I'm just a dumb hillbilly. Anyway, I'm gonna make me a bow and trim off the sporadic pieces that have a mind of their own like me, and I'm gonna give it a little haircut there. I want to keep my pieces long. I'm gonna hot glue it at the bottom of my stem, like sitting right in front of the hole there, and it covers it up and you can't even see it. Yeah. And look at this, y'all. This one I got last year, that white and green one. That red one I got this year. Look how sad that is. 10 berries on the whole strip. Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all. And I just take my little Cricut spatula handle, and I like to fold that down to give it like a thicker base to stick in the glue and hold up instead of just putting it straight in there. You know what I'm saying? I like fold little pieces and make it like, I fold it about 3 times at the end real tiny, make it thicker to put down in there. And look at that, those words, y'all. I haven't found them. There's a SKU number. My friend Maxine gave those to me. Not only is she a subscriber, she's a fellow YouTuber, and she has a channel, Maxine Loves to Craft. Y'all should go check her out. Anyway, she gave me a lot of stuff. So nice. Anyway, so I took a little pumpkin there out of that Smell Good potpourri. Those cute little tiny pumpkins in it. And I glued one to the center of my raffia bow. And I painted that little word that says hello fall. I paint it in plaster chalk paint by Waverly. Glue it to the front of my little pumpkin, y'all. And there it is. And I think that's just adorable as all get out. I do. Y'all could, Rusty could like sand around the edges of it and stuff. And make it look older or whatever, you know what I mean? Distress it. Do your thing. Okay, y'all. This little picture, I got it at Kroger year before last after fall for like $1. And I'm going to paint it with that Nantucket blue and that moss green. And here's where I'm measuring out how big it is. And that's the 6x13 that I'm going to cut out. And you make sure you measure your project so you don't get it too big or too small. And then, you know, you put the exact amount on the in Cricut Design Space. And you have it right there, exactly what you need. And I also like to turn it upside down when I'm pulling the tape off of that piece of that. I don't know what it's called, but that's what it is. Anyway, and there I'm just going to line it up where I want it to go, and I'm going to push it down. Of course, I rub it down real good, and then I'm going to take my scraper, and we're going to burnish it again, and we're going to make sure that we get that vinyl, all that vinyl sticking to our project. And when we're done, just pull up that transfer tape, and y'all, isn't that gorgeous? That is absolutely beautiful. It looks like something that comes from Hobby Lobby to me. And then we're going to flip it over, and I'm going to take the jute that came with it. I tied knots in it, stapled above the knots, flip it back over again. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to cut off the excess there. I want to leave it like that. And then I'm like, I've got to add these flowers. They're just too pretty. I got them from the Dollar Tree. Those I got last year, and that little pick on the other side I got this year. But I'm just going to borrow some leaves from that one, and we're going to hot glue them down here. And then, yeah. Oh, I'm going to take one of the little green leaves and put it down there. I just think this looks... And I don't say this a lot, y'all, but I think this looks high-end. I truly do. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And the things you can do with your machine and the images that you can find on there will sometimes blow your mind. It's not what you would ever expect. And I've seen signs like that at Hobby Lobby. And I just made mine for, I don't know, $4, counting the pick, you know, with pieces of it. So, there you go, you guys. It's, and here it is. And I hope you all like it as much as I do. I had to add that little pic to it, you guys, because it says pumpkins and leaves and all that jazz for fall, and I just thought that it fit, and then it's just blue, and it's blue, and it's pretty. All right, here, y'all, I got those 4 pumpkins from the Dollar Tree, and I got those last year, and I got that shelf sitter from the Dollar Tree this year. And I don't know if they have those pumpkins anymore. And we're going to take, and I removed the front of my pumpkins, but y'all, that is not necessary. I just was having problems with that hot glue where I tore the bow off. And with that shelf sitter, I'm going to take Aleene's tacky glue, and I glued 2 tumbling tower blocks there, but I ended up having, sorry about my big bucket head, 2 more right there side by side at the top, and I put 4 across the bottom. So I just didn't show that one that I actually used, but anyway, y'all will see. And y'all can use any font you want. And so I'm going to take that Tim Holtz distressing ink, and I'm going to distress my pumpkins. I painted one in vintage mustard, one in Nantucket blue, one in moss green, and the other in pumpkin. So that's the colors on my pumpkins I painted there, you guys. And I'm going to take Aleene's tacky glue, and I'm going to glue the little fronts with a little bit of hot glue back onto my pumpkins. Yeah, and in case y'all did not know how to glue, we're going to do it again just to make sure y'all know for the next time. And I painted my shelf setter in sandstone. Love that color, y'all. And so on the Cricut, other than just the word fall, I did, like, fall is my favorite color. And I did color and fall and is my favorite in 3 different fonts. Yes. So we're going to just put it across the bottom there and rub it down real good, burnish it, and then remove our transfer tape. Now that's the transfer tape I used on the last sign, so you can reuse it. And that's very, very handy. And here, I'm just going to line up my little pumpkins. Y'all, I love this. I love everything in this video today. And I'm going to put my little F-A-L-L on there. And I made them all the same size. And I'm just putting them there to try to make them even all the way across. And I just thought that was just too cute. Yes, it did. And so now, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Oh, I'm going to line them up on my little shelf sitter. And this is how I want them. So we're going to start gluing them on. Well, okay. Excuse me. I took the Aleene's tacky glue and the hot glue again, and I'm going to start gluing my pumpkins across through there. See why I had to add another tumbling tower block? Because I just didn't have enough space. But I did paint it. And if I were y'all, I would just use hot glue. Yep. And right here, I'm just tacking my 2 pumpkins together because I want to make sure that it was very sturdy. And we're just going to glue them all the way across like that. And I take some of that red and green and regular color raffia that I got from the Dollar Tree last year. And I tied a knot in it. And I'm going to glue a piece all the way across to on my little pumpkins there. And of course, trim its hair down because that was way too crazy. And so then I'm going to make 4 little triple finger bows with some jute twine, and I'm going to glue them on front of the raffia. And I did say 4, didn't I? Yes. And yeah, hot glue 'em on there. And here it is, y'all. And oh my gosh. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. And I hope y'all like it too. Yes, I think I just don't know, y'all. I just think it's very, very pretty. And I just think it looks like it's something that come from Hobby Lobby too. I don't think anybody would even know that it was homemade, that somebody made it. They would think that you bought it because it just looks so. That's cute, y'all. Okay, y'all. I think this is my absolute favorite. I don't know. I like a couple of them in here. I take them eggs from Easter time, them little wooden eggs. I'm going to remove the sticker, and I'm painting the whole thing in celery chalk paint by Waverly. Now, I did this last year with a dupe. Now, that book, again, is that book that came from Michael's, and I'm going to take 2 different pieces of scrapbooking paper, cardstock, whatever it is. That stuff is thick. This gave me a devil of a time. And 2 of them I'm going to trace out with that that green flannel look. That's pretty. Anyway, and that one I just put a little tiny line and another little line on the paper so I know which one went with what. And then that one I put a little C, I don't know why, on the center because I knew it was center. But I'm just going to cut those out. Now I trace them from the back. And then I just used the purple glue stick and glued them on. And that paper fought me. Look at that. It was so thick. Now, y'all, I wanted your opinion. Now, if I put it straight up and down, it's cute. It still looks like a pumpkin. But if you tilted it on the inside, it looked all cute and a different pattern. So y'all tell me what you think. I kind of like the cute, like, crookedy, leaning in, like, kind of, see, that way. But anyway, I did a Hobby Lobby dupe last year with eggs from the Dollar Tree. I'd made a big old pumpkin, and I put it in my thumbnail and in my video at the end when I showed everything, and forgot to put the DIY in there. But anyway, anyway, that's me, y'all. Anyway, I didn't glue those together per se. I just put a lot of glue on the top and glued my center piece on there. Again, I'm going to use a stick from the Dollar Tree. We had 6 trees cut down in our yard, y'all, and now I can't find a stick anywhere. It's crazy. I've got the giggles now. It's just not going in. And anyway, I put a ton of hot glue in there to hold that up. This will be so cute for a tier tray. Actually, a few DIYs I do here at the end are really good for tier trays. And I take a tumbling tower block and I lean that up like a kickstand there. A kickstand. I miss riding my motorcycle, y'all. I miss it so much. Anyway, sorry. I'm so sorry. That was gross, but told y'all I'm sick again. Anyway, see how I propped that up there? Well, that's going to work perfect, but I take another tumbling tower block and I cut it in half with my miter shear. Some of those cut like butter, and other ones you got to put some back in it. And I cut it in half and glued a piece down there to hold my kickstand on there real good because because it's at an angle and I didn't know if it was attached enough to hold on, you know what I mean? And I stick that up in there. Oh, goodness. I don't know why I'm doing that like that. And I take that ribbon that Miss Shelley sent me. It's so pretty. She sent that to me last year for Christmas. And I make a little bow. And I put that on there. And there it is. And I love her. I do. I do. Look how pretty. Anyway. Okay. Y'all, that big giant pumpkin came from the Dollar Tree. That thing is huge, and I don't ever buy these things like this, but this is going a totally different route. But I put it on black poster board, and I traced it out. And I'm going to take a ton of Mod Podge, and I'm going to Mod Podge it. And I traced that so I'd know where to lay my pumpkin back down. See? And I don't know why. There was a reason, but I don't remember why. Anyway, I set stuff on it till it dried because it took a minute to dry because I used a lot of Mod Podge. Anyway, and I just cut away that poster board, then sand down like maybe little pieces that I may have missed. And here, I love that paper, but I'm out. That's the last of it. And I got that at Hobby Lobby. And I didn't have enough. Like, even that one piece wasn't big enough to cover the whole thing. Y'all, I got a ton of Happy Mail, and I don't have time to show it in this video, but I'm going to show it. You guys, I just love y'all so much. And I got to show the Ugly Truth gals, what I've been buying with the money. Anyway, I feel so guilty about that. Anyway, I feel guilty about all of it. But I'm going to, I traced that out so I know where to lay it. And I'm going to put Mod Podge on it. And, yeah. And I piece it together like a puzzle. Literally. And then, look, here down, look, this one little teeny tiny piece I put down right there. Right there, one. Bam. And then I put the bigger piece. But anyway, yeah. Y'all don't care about all that. I don't know why I left so much of that in. I didn't mean to. But we're going to Mod Podge over the top of it. And then I'm going to take that side. I know it's gorgeous, y'all. From the Dollar Tree. But I'm just going to sand that. Well, I thought I was. Paper down off around the edge. Because, see, it sticks out. But anyway, I'm taking 2 pieces of masking tape. Again, I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to fill the holes with the lightweight spackle. It's spilled out everywhere there. So, yeah. Hey, I finally got it back in my store again. Now, look at Jess, bless her heart. She's all tangled up in my string and everything. And then I'm going to take jute and I just tie a piece. Oh, no, I didn't. And my hot glue gun wasn't on, so I just used Beacon Fabric Tack Glue. And I take that. This guy at church, that numbskull in the beginning, he was like, something about my Beacon Fabric Tack Glue and how much I use. I put that on everything. I said, it's like that Frank's Red Hot Sauce. I put that crap on everything, and we just laughed. But anyway, I know y'all don't care, and you're like, who cares? But anyway, I'm taking Aleene's Tacky Glue, a lot of it, and then hot glue. I don't know why I use so much glue, y'all. And, look, that hot glue gun sets so long, that glue turned yellow. Anyway, and I painted that cashew, that round thing. Now it kind of looks like an apple. And I wish I'd cut a place in it, but I didn't. So, whatever. And then I'm going to take more of that jute, that big old jute from the Walmart. And I'm going to wrap it around my, right there. Yep. And then I'm going to, I don't know how I'm doing. Oh, I take big old nautical rope, and I'm going to wrap it around the outside of my pumpkin. See how I'm putting it on the edge, on the ledge, on the, on the very, like, y'all, see? Right there. I usually don't put it on the front of the sign. I always put it on that. And y'all, oh my gosh. I was like, they did not. Oh my gosh, look at that. Y'all wait. More's coming. Oh no. Anyway, there's a QR code and the SKU number. Y'all, I'm not even playing with the stuff they have. I can't even. Anyway, I just make me a little old scene here. So I'm going to take a couple of corn stalks. Yep. And then, like, the one didn't have any corn on it, so I took pieces of corn off the thing, and I added corn to my own. And then, see, right there, piece of corn. Anyway, and then I measure it out to make sure I get it straight. And then I take my little girl. She is just too cute. And then the little boy, which he's got a stick, and she don't. But anyway, and then I take the cornucopia and I take little vegetables and lay it out there. Oh my gosh, y'all. I had a blast with these things. I felt like I was, I don't know, just young again, I guess. Anyway, and they're just so cute and so vibrant. But anyway, and when I'm finished, I put leaves down and everything. I cut, and bales of hay, see, oh no. And then I took one of those happy or hello fall from the Dollar Tree, those little wooden things, and I painted it in that blue, and then the fall in different colors. Apparently lost that footage too. So, and then I take some leaves and some pip berries and some sunflowers, and then I make this cute little bow, one of those bows I showed you just a minute ago. And then I hot glue me a pumpkin to the center of my bow. Oh no, y'all, this is so cute. And then I make a hanger with pip berries. I fold it in half and twist. And then I hot glue it down. And after I hot glue it, I do put masking tape on it, y'all. And y'all, this is just, I don't even know. I just don't even know. Yeah, it's just too cute. But those pumpkins, if y'all can find them, I found another one. I just keep finding one at a time. But, I mean, those are huge, y'all. I hope y'all like it as much as I do. Please say you do, because I think it's too cute. These would be fun to do with grandkids and great-grandkids and all that stuff. Or just, you know, just yourself. Because I love them. I do. I think it's adorable. Well, I really, really wanted you to see it.
Okay, y'all. Right here, I'm going to take some nautical rope. Now, I got this one from Amazon. I've had it for forever and a day. But I'm going to take and... Oh, first I'm going to send up the end there with some hot glue. I just put some hot glue in it. And I turn it around or twist it around. Whatever, y'all. See, it already starts as soon as I start talking. And I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue on it. And I'm going to bend it. And I'm not trying to make a circle. I'm trying to make more like an oval. Yeah, oval shape. And I just keep hot gluing it. Now, I have a silicone mat down there that doesn't stick. So, if y'all could do it on something like that, it's better. And I put the glue low to the bottom. Like a lot of it will go to the back, but we're not going to see the back. And I just keep going and going until I get the size that I want. Now, instead of making a circle, more of an oval, you just bend it and maneuver as you go. And then cut your finger with your scissors, because that stings. And then at the end, cut it at an angle, your jute, and then rub it down with like your spatula or something. And I just take the end of my hot glue gun and rub it too. And it flattens that down and it looks almost seamless. So, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Anyway, we're going to do that 3 times. With that size, and they sell that at the Dollar Tree. And then with this size from the Dollar Tree, I'm going to start again, and I'm going to make it about 3 inches. It's crazy because I made these, and then I watched Bree from Bree's Arts. She made something similar. Well, she made this pumpkin with this, but I was like, oh no. And then she said my name, and then something else. We just have so much goofiness in common. But anyway, great minds think alike, we said. But you know, because the the carrot I made for Easter, I thought I'd make some pumpkins for fall. Cracker, I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyway, I'm just doing the same thing here, but I'm doing it more of an oblong shape. Y'all see what I mean? Yeah, there we go. And we're going to make 3 of those. Yep. This thing, you guys, is gorgeous. I mean, it is beautiful when it's done. But anyway, I'm just showing here that, how to, like, okay. I finished a piece of nautical rope that I had and I attached it together, but I don't know what happened. I just confused you all and you're like, I don't know what happened either. But here I'm just checking to make sure they're about the same size. Now, when those are done, I'm going to take 11 5-gallon paint stir sticks, which you're going to need 4 packs. Which, that's, you know, $4, you guys. I mean, 99 cents a piece. I don't think that's that bad. And 7 of them, I'm going to stain with that wood tint by Folk Art in the color walnut. I love that stuff. It's so pretty, and it doesn't smell, and it's water-based, but it will stain your hands up, y'all. But I put it on and then wiped it off with a paper towel. And then 4 of them I'm going to do with Waverly Antique Wax. Same way. Put it on, wipe it off. I mean, y'all can do yours any color you want. I know this is kind of goofy, and you're like, why is she doing that? But I don't know. I thought it'd be pretty. And then the 4 with the Waverly Antique Wax, I paint the back of with a Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint, and I give it 2 coats. Now here, I'm flipping the ones over that has the Folk Art wood tint on it. And on every other stick, I'm putting wood glue, and then every other one after that I'm putting hot glue, and I'm using them jumbo craft sticks from the Walmart. Okay, you're like, oh no, that's so pretty though. So I'm going to take my Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint here, and I'm going to give it like a messy coat, you know what I mean? I just wanted it to look like old wood, like it been painted and it rubbed off and all that jazz.
Welcome to the Impress Express. Can you apply a new mani in only...
Okay, now, back to my little round things there. I'm going to take a lighter and burn the hairs off the best I can. These things were pretty fuzzy. And the only reason we're doing that is because we're going to paint them. And I'm going to take those 3 oval-like shaped ones, and I'm going to paint them with the pumpkin color paint from Waverly.
orange. And then the moss I'm putting on the oblong ones. All 3 of them. We're going to paint them all. The moss chalk paint by Waverly. Okay, now back to my sign. I know you guys are like, oh, stay with one thing. Okay, on the back of it, I'm going to put 14 tumbling tower blocks. And I'm just going to use hot glue, and I'm going to glue them as close to the edge as possible. And I do 4 on each the top and the bottom. And then the left and the right, I do 3. And then I'm going to take my wood glue, and I'm going to take hot glue, and I'm going to glue it on them tumbling tower blocks. Because I'm going to put those one we did with the Waverly Antique Wax on the top and the bottom there. Then I cut those off, measure them out, and cut them off, and I glued them on the side the same way. That's the 4, we're using as our frame. Now, I'm going to take hot glue, and I'm going to put it on the back of my little circles there, my little pumpkins. Ain't they so cute? You're like, no, it looks like eyeballs, big old frog eyeballs, and orange ones too. They do, don't they? Anyway, and then I'm going to take my third one and glue it on the top. So I'm going to glue the 2 beside each other. Yeah, and then the third extra one on the top and making my pumpkins, y'all. Then I take 2 of those little sticks I got from the Dollar Tree. I've had those things for 2 years, y'all. Seriously. And I'm going to take some Spanish moss. There's a SKU number for that. And I'm going to put it all the way across the bottom of my little sign. Y'all, this thing weighs 30 pounds. It don't, but it's heavy. I mean, it is heavy duty. I mean, it looks like something you get at the Hobby Lobby. 2 of these things I do today do. I just sometimes surprise myself. Anyway, I'm going to take some, I shouldn't say that, that's awful. I'm going to take some pip berries there from the Dollar Tree, and I got red and orange ones, and green and white ones, and I'm just going to cut off 2 pieces for each pumpkin, and I think I put the, I ended up switching it up. I put the orange and red ones on the orange pumpkin, and the green and white ones on the green. Now, here's how I'm going to decorate. I already took a blob of raffia, and just tied it in a knot and glued it to my stem there. And then I'm going to take some random green leaf, and then 2 of these leaves. I'm sure they came from the Dollar Tree too, because nearly everything I own does. Except my clothes, but give me time. And then I'm going to take those pip berries and glue them down in there. And then I'm going to take 2 little eucalyptus leaves. Is that right? Is that what I'm doing? Nope, another random leaf that's real green. Oh, now my 2 eucalyptus leaves. And then, oh, now my pip berries. I don't know, y'all. I don't know why I do things like this. I don't mean to, but I'm not a good editor. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm taking Rust-Oleum and white chalk paint, and I'm just adding some, like, kind of little bit of details to my pumpkins. And then, y'all, this is a shoelace bow. You just take 2 loops, and you tie them together like you would your shoe, and then just pull your bow out and do it how you like it. Now, this green one, I've had that green ribbon, y'all, for like 11 years, and it's thicker than that orange and tan one from the Dollar Tree. So I take the tails, and I put some hot glue on the edge of it, and I glue them together because I want them tails to look thinner. And I'm still going to dovetail them and cinch the end so it doesn't fray. And then I'm going to take a piece of that stick I cut off from one of the sides, and I'm going to put it behind my sign, and that's going to be the prop of it, y'all. And y'all, this is gorgeous. I hope you love it. Oh, I forgot. I take that blessed word, that's one of them leather words from the Dollar Tree, and I glue it in between my pumpkins there. Now, oh, well, never mind. Make sure I glue it down. Oh, now I'm trimming down my raffia. Oh, no, I take eucalyptus that came from the Walmart, and I cut them off, and I stick them down all over in my Spanish moss there. See, I don't know what's going on. You all, I mean, I don't even know. I just can't even with I'm not mad at it at all. I love this. I love it. It is huge. And it is so, y'all, I wish you could see it. I don't know. I'm taking me two presents. Oh, okay, y'all. It's another one of those little plaques, and I stained it with the wood tint, and then I painted it with the dusk, like on top of it and around the edge. And those stickers, though, oh my gosh! As soon as I saw them, I was like, I am in love. I love the little scarecrow and everything, and they're just so cute. This one is so easy, y'all. So easy. Sound like a frog. And then those other stickers. So I put my little scarecrow down. I'm putting little pumpkins across. Now look, don't accidentally touch the other set of stickers with one sticker, because that's it. That's what you got. It ain't. And then I did it again. I'm like, you goober. So I had to cut a piece off, of course. But anyway, do as I say, not as I. If you did as I did, oh my gosh. Anyway, those rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree, I'm gonna use. They have like thankful and gather and love and welcome, and I started to put welcome on there, but I changed my mind because I like the gather, because it looked like he was gathering a bunch of pumpkins. I think the grateful words on the little cup thing, so you could do thankful, blessed. Well, that's on the little cup thing too. All the words are. Anyway, I put that on there and put that little gingham bow on there. And then, y'all, I told you I come from my junket bucket, and I save all this stuff, and it's just a picture frame thing. And I laid it down there, repounded it back in, and blam, it works. Didn't even glue it. And here it is. Isn't that adorable, though? Come on now. Look at the bunny rabbit even in the little... Oh, it's a little bit blurry. Maybe I'm too close. I'm sorry. I think it's so cute. This thing 58 times. That's probably why I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to take two of these signs from the Dollar Tree. And look, if you just bend that back a little bit, see, you just bend, those things usually pop right off. And then it's really easy to get the paper off. And I'm going to take wood glue, and I'm going to wood glue I put way too much wood glue. And I'm going to take a string of those beads from the Dollar Tree. Remember when they were longer? I've had those for a long time. And it fit just right, y'all. Just right. Just like Goldilocks and Three Bears. Anyway, and I'm going to take tumbling tower blocks, and I'm going to hot glue them in the center, because I don't want this thing to cave. I really don't want it to cave in. And I put hot glue on the other side of my board, and I brushed it down some, because I didn't want it running and showing everything, because I knew I was going to be staining this. And I actually stained the entire thing in that folk art home decor water-based wood tint stuff that I use. So, and then I did leave that set overnight with heavy paint cans on it. Yeah. So, okay, I got these little finials at the Hobby Lobby. Look, $1.49. Anyway, and I take that. I know I say anyway way too much, y'all. I can't help myself. I take those little finials from Hobby Lobby, and I glue feet on, but y'all, I measured that and everything, and then I was like, this looks stupid. I took them off, and I ended up putting them somewhere else. But okay, and on my Cricut, I cut out this cute little pumpkin, and the reason I left this in, because this is going to be, I ripped my paper, a reverse stencil. So you take your image that you normally use on something and put it on your project, and burnish it down really, 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 really good, because you don't want paint getting up under it. You don't want the bleeding. I don't, but, if y'all like bleeding, there you go. Hey. So, yeah, see, I'm extra with I ain't even joking. And then I take Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint, and I give it a light coat here, and then I give it, right afterwards, a heavy coat, and while it's still wet, I pull off my decal. Yeah. It gets easier, like, as you get down further, because you have somewhere to, like, put your finger and hold the board down while you're trying to pull that up. You know what I mean? Yeah, see? Okay. And then, I cut out the word harvest, but you can't see it. Unless you can see it on TV. I can't see it right now. Anyway, I don't care. And I put it on there, and then I'm going to take that home decor folk art wood tint, and I'm going to distress. I go ham, y'all. You'll see right here in a minute. There we go. I did it a lot. And then I take that thicker jute from the Walmart, put it through my hole there, tie me a knot, y'all. There you go. I love it. I don't know what y'all think, but I love it. And that's just that home decor wood tint underneath that pumpkin, too, because that's all I did was stain that board at MDF. I can't believe it worked that well.
But I love that. Yes, I do. Yeah. Like snowflakes. And you can hang it up, use it as a piece of decor, or set it down and use it as a riser. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Right here, I'm going to use one of those things right there that I got from the Goodwill. I told y'all like a while back I got 3 of them for like $2.99 or something like that. I don't remember. It's really cheap. But I'm going to stand around the edges. Now, this is a Kirkland dupe. I was asked to do some Kirkland dupes. I did some more, but I just didn't fuss or mess with putting them on here. I did. Anyway, I'm going to paint this in cashew chalk paint by Waverly. Now, okay. Here, I just had a bunch of leaves, and I didn't know which ones I liked best and which one was going to look best. So I just picked out a bunch of them that I thought was similar to the Kirkland one. And I paint all of them in a paint color that I mixed together. Plus, I have 4 18mm beads and 8 16mm beads I'm going to be painting. Now, I'm going to take some cashew chalk paint. And then I'm going to take some, that's by Waverly. And I'm going to take that orange, it's pumpkin chalk paint, and it's by Waverly, and I'm gonna mix it together and make it kind of a like a creamsicle-ish kind of color, you know what I mean, like a not quite peach but not quite orange, yeah. And I'm gonna paint my leaves with that, and then I mix another batch, well, that with the dusk I'm gonna paint my 4 18mm beads, but I mix another batch with cashew and not so much orange, and that's what I paint my beads with, because they was a different color than the leaves. And I paint the 16mm beads with that. I love that dusk color. And I like painting my beads like I like to put tape down and paint the top and flip them. I've used Chanel stems, I've used bows, I've used skewers, I've used everything, but I kind of like it like this, because those beads dry real quick, and it's nothing to swipe over the top of them, flip them over, and paint the other side. So you can move on while they're drying and not have to worry about nothing. Now, those things came from my garage. And they're little square dowel rods now. My husband and I ripped them down on the table saw and made little dowel rods for me. And what I'm going to do is just make my frame with it and take my miter shears and cut them at a 45-degree angle. Now, you lay your board down there and you line it up even with the end of your sign. And then you can just cut your 45-degree angle and you get your square frame that way. Yeah. Yeah. So, then I'm going to take out Home Decor Stain by Folk Art. And it's walnut, and I'm going to stain my 4 little boards there. Yep. Now, don't do this. I don't know why I did this, but don't do this. I'm so goofy sometimes. So, I start gluing my frame together. Then I accidentally get it stuck to my sign. Then I pull my sign up, squirt glue all the way around it, and then set it down inside of all that frame. That was a bad idea, because some of it was drying and left little tiny gaps in my frame. You can't really tell if it's enough to bug me. You know what I'm saying? So if you do it like that. Just glue down the side and then stick it onto your sign. I'm telling you, I got problems sometimes. I gotta try to make things. Oh, and if you make this, put your jute twine down before you put your frame on. See, I'm telling you, I'm a mess. See, I do this and make these mistakes. So y'all don't have to. I make them for you. But anyway, you need to put, there you go. See, cream, blue, cream, cream, blue, cream, cream, blue, cream. And then 3 leaves and put it in between each set of your beads. Y'all see what I mean there? I try to do this one better to explain things more, because some of y'all been wanting me to explain things in more depth because you're new crafters. So I'm going to try to do that instead of breezing through. And I know some of y'all been crafting for years, but if you've been doing it, you know. And then some of y'all that haven't, you don't. So I'm going to try to do better. I always say that, and I don't. But I double knot the ends of my jute there, and I glue them about about an inch down, to let my little things hang. Now, on the Kirkland sign, I have the welcome words, the same font, but it's a lot thinner, and I couldn't find it on Cricut. And then my friends is completely different than what they had, because I didn't have it on Cricut. But here it is, guys, and I think it's just as cute. Don't y'all? Look. I know, and theirs was like $40 or something like that. Let me see, $36. Mine was $2.50. Okay, there's one of those little
those new things from the Dollar Tree. I love those things. Jackie sent me these. But I sand down the thing real good because the letters are like dented in some. And at first I was like, well, and if I painted it, I didn't want that to show up. I ended up going a completely different route. And then I wiped down where I sanded and my paper started coming off. And I'm like, well, okay, I'll do this. And then I just always mixed it with a little bit of water and take my Cricut spatula and you can scrape that paper right off there. I thought I wasn't going to have to fool with it, but I ended up putting paper over them anyway. And one of those things, I got 2 of those back at Mother's Day. I forgot about them. I found them in a bag in my floor with a bunch of other stuff. But anyway, I'm going to take that paper there I got from the Hobby Lobby last year. Almost everything I use in this video that is fall, I got it last year. Unless you saw it in my haul, y'all. Yeah. I need to start a YouTube channel because my last name's Hall. And I can make it Halls. Anyway, oh, no, that's stupid. Okay, and I just run my finger around the edge of that to get it lined up to where I'm going to cut it. I cut it off, and I take my glue stick and put a bunch of glue down and glue that paper down. Yeah, that's simple. That's all I'm doing. Then I'm going to take one of those little leather pumpkins y'all saw me get from in my haul. Those things are so cute. And I just put glue on the back of them too. What is that noise? Anyway, and a lot of glue, obviously. Yep. Just glue it down, push it down real hard is what I did. I mean, you know. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a drink. Not, you know, drink. But, and I made me a little bow of that gingham ribbon. Now, that one came from the Walmart, I think. But I have it from the Dollar Tree. I just grabbed that one. Or maybe it came from Michael's or I don't know where I got it at. But it's gingham ribbon. And I just singed the ends of it so it don't fray. And yeah, hot glue it down there to cover that little hole. Y'all, just because it's leather don't mean it can't be farmhouse. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry, y'all. I leave some of the dumbest things in. And I take one of them little sticks that I got from the Dollar Tree, which is silly. Go out in your yard and cut one. I bought 3 bags of sticks or whatever those are. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I take some pip berries, but I've had them for 2 years. And I got this from Dollar Tree too, white ones, and I wrap it around my little stem. And then I take some raffia. That's raffia that I had wet a while back. I think I showed y'all that I did. And I just like ripping it down in smaller pieces so it ain't big and bulky. And I'm just going to tie it around my stem there. Just double knot, not a bow. And then take one of them leaves I painted previously, those little wood leaves, and put 2 of them on my little sign. And y'all, that's perfect for like a tier tray. Oh, sorry. Here's the second one. I took that paper from the Hobby Lobby. I'm telling you, nobody comes to my house and messes around until I'm starting to do a voiceover for one of these. And then my doorbell goes off every time. I know y'all are probably like, what in the world is that? Her phone goes pew 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 all the time. Well, there you go. So anyway, I painted it with that pumpkin orange. I just tell y'all all my business. And I got those scissors from the Dollar Tree. I got 3 pair of them a while back. And I think that was something I found in that bag too. And I'm like, I need to start using this stuff. Anyway, so, well, I didn't mean to show you me drawing it and stuff, but I did. This one where I cut those little edges, I couldn't put the glue all on the base because I knew there was going to be some sticking out. So I just put it on the paper. But see, it's very faint, but I wish I left it a little bit wider, more orange, you know what I mean? Made it a wider cut around my piece of paper. Anyway, and I glued me a stick on there. Yeah, so this is for my gnomies. Yup. Anyway, I know some of y'all love gnomes and some of y'all hate gnomes. And I'm not crazy about them. For some reason, they're cute. And I'm afraid they're going to start rubbing off in me. Whatever, just watch the video, y'all. I'm losing my mind. I pulled the little thankful word off there. And the little one that's holding the wreath. I wish there's a little girl one on there that's holding the sign that says fall. I wish I would have used her instead, but it was too late. I done stuck him on there. And I take a couple, well, one little leaf thing and put it on there. And then there's like a hedgehog or a porcupine. It's supposed to be something, I don't know. And I pulled him off there and I glued him down the other corner. And I'm taking my favorite orange and brown ribbon there from the Dollar Tree. I got to get some more of that before fall's over with. And they only had one the other day. That's how popular it is. Anyway, and I'm going to make a shoestring bow. And I just make 2 loops, y'all. And then push one through the other, knot it together. I know I need a better angle filming. Ever since I lost my thing, it started doing the disco light thing. I ordered a different, and it just ain't the same. It's not as hot. I don't know. It's a mess. I'm telling y'all all my business. But anyway, I make a bow. And see, this is what happens if I leave too much in my video. I just talk and talk and talk. Anyway, and I take some berries off a pick from last year. And I glue a little bit on each side of them. And here they are, y'all. They are adorable. Look at those. I love those. Put them on a tier tray. Just set them on a shelf. Just anything. Put them in your bathroom. Just a little decoration in the bathroom. Okay. I'm taking one of those 2023 calendars, y'all. And I'm going to take that one. I love that sunflower one, too. I guess I could have used that one. Maybe I'll use that one next video. I don't know. But I'm just going to use my pumpkin there. And I got one of those new cutting boards from the Dollar Tree. And I must not showed or did, anyway, the SKU number or nothing like that. But I sanded it down on the edges because I don't want anything sticking out. And on my paper cutter, or whatever that thing's called, that's what it is, ain't it? I cut off the bottom of my calendar and cut off the hole. Now, I measured it on that piece of cardstock. Now, I always, like 99.9% of the time, put cardstock under my calendar pieces so you can't see the black letters through it. I mean, every time. I've been doing that since I started on YouTube. And only because I didn't want to see the black stuff, you know, the dates and crap through my sign. Anyway, I just cut off the excess. And I paint my little cutting board front and back side with Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. And I give one of the sides 2 coats of paint. I think it was the back, because it would look better. And I just, there again, laid it down there and run my fingers across it and get my line. And I can't cut a straight line, y'all. On something little like there's one thing that's fine with this, but I mess it up anyway, because that's just how I roll. Anyway, and look, when I was cutting the corners all the way I was supposed to, here I decided to give her an extra cut. Look, blam, blam, and yep, and you can see it, but oh well, whatever. It's fine and it's fun. And yeah, just use my glue stick and I glue my calendar piece down. And just rub it down real good. I burnished it, but you don't need to do that. Just rub it down with your hands real good. And I measured how far apart they had the shiplap lines and that. So I measured that distance and marked it on my cutting board. I was hoping to put a line with a pencil and just rubbed it with my finger. And a lot of people do that. I usually like to cut them in, but since that was a paper thing, you can't tell that much. I just did it like that. And I took elephant chalk paint and distressed my sign all around the edges, even on top of the paper and all that jazz. All that jazz. So here I'm taking my glue gun and I'm going to outline my pumpkin stem and put lines in it and stuff because I want it to look like a real pumpkin stem. And it does, y'all. It does. I was actually going to do the whole calendar, but I was running out of time. So anyway, I do that a lot with pieces, but I don't ever show them. But anyway, I'm just going to wrap some jute around the handle, squirrel, and I'm going to take some moss chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to paint the inside of my pumpkin stem. Can you all see that there? I'm serious. It looks so good. Yeah. Yep. I'm just watching myself now. Yeah. So, I'm going to take some leaves, and then some pip berries. Those came from the Dollar Tree, too. The orange and red, and the white and green, and just gonna wrap them around my thing there. And then I put them together and wrap jute around them so it will have a more substantial base to hold on to when I glue it down instead of just gluing the pip berries down. You know what I mean? Down. How many syllables is in that? How many is in down? Down, 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 down. Down. Even if y'all say it's 2, I don't know. Anyway, I still haven't glued those down yet. Gee whiz. Okay, then I glue those down. And then I take some more of that raffia and I just tear it apart. I mean, you can get like 5 little pieces out of one strand of raffia and get it real thin, and that's what makes it look all wiry and squirrely looking, and that's the way I like it to look. And I just double knot it, just tie a knot in it, and then hot glue it down there on my pumpkin. Now, and then I make another one of them bows out of that brown and orange ribbon. Okay, I'm going to take jute here. Now, I spread my fingers out because my fingers are tiny. They're like the size of Vienna sausages, y'all. And I wrap it around my fingers 10 times. And then I'm going to take another piece and I'm going to knot in the middle. And I leave those for my tails. Now, I just pull those out real thin and make big old loops, you know. And that's how you make flowers with them and stuff like that, too, with the jute. And they're so cute when you do. And I made paper flowers a while back. I meant to show you all. And somebody asked, and I said I would, and I never did. I'm the worst person in the world because I got to make a noodle board too. Anyway, so, and then I glued my little orange and brown bow in there. See, if I leave too much in, I talk and talk and talk. Even worse. I just use the same jute, tied it on there, and I think this is gorgeous for fall, y'all. I mean, seriously. Come on. And that's just a calendar. And a Dollar Tree sign. Okay, I got one of them signs back. Look at my hanger, how crooked. I don't know what people are supposed to do with that actually uses it in their house. And I'm doing this because I need the frame. And this is another Kirkland's dupe, y'all. Well, this is a Kirkland's as close as I could get, but I forgot to do one thing. Yeah. Anyway, I take my little screwdriver there and I pull the home off of it, and then I'm going to take my Cricut spatula. I tried my screwdriver. It didn't work. It wasn't flat enough. And then I'm going to take my Cricut spatula and run underneath there and pull my frame off. Well, maybe. Oh, and then I take another sign from the Dollar Tree, and that's from fall last year, y'all. And I sand it down, and then all that stuff. And then I take wood glue and hot glue and glue them what would be face to face. Mine looks like from straggly to straggly, but I'm doing it. And then I clip them together and give it a little bit to dry. Yeah. Set it aside and just start doing something else that you're going to be working on. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sand down my little frame pieces. Every time I use one of these, my frame's crooked. So, it's kind of good. I'd want to take it off anyway and fix it. And I'm going to paint them in ink chalk paint by Waverly, which is just black. And I paint the, sides. Because, wait a minute, I need a drink. Now look, after I painted the sides, if you paint toward the edge, like you push out but don't pull your brush back, you can prevent from getting that, I'll try to slow it down for y'all see, from getting that white paint on the black you just painted. But I was going to pop my little truck off my little sign here, thank you Carolyn, because I really want to use that sign for something else. And I'm glad the whole paper come off, but I got my little truck off. I know y'all's going to be like, I can't believe you did this. But I sanded it down real good. What is that? What is he doing up there? Sounds like he's like Dr. Frankenstein trying to build I hear all electricity and stuff and stomping. Anyway, I painted the whole thing black. Now my dog's carrying on. See, I'm telling you. Now, I put masking tape down there. Hold on, please. Well, you guys won't even know I was gone. Okay, now, I cut off some masking tape. And I was going to try to use it to paint around my pumpkins really good, but it tore the paper up off of it. So anyway, I did. Okay, I don't know where I left off, y'all. My daughter and son-in-law came in. Anyway, just hot glue your frame on. And if you do like the top and then each side, then it's easy to do the bottom. If you try to do the top, the bottom, then squeeze the sides in, it's more likely going to come out crooked. And I'm going to take this steel chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to take a little round dauber, and I'm going to make little hubcaps for my little truck. Yeah. And I did paint my pumpkins with orange. And, oh, right here, I just painted over them. And right here, I am painting my window white. I took a pencil and drew out where the window was before. And on my Cricut, I cut out, Happy Fall, y'all. And then it says, what does it say? Cool breeze and autumn leaves. And then there's 2 little leaves. And if you follow me in Cricut Design Space, that will be in there. And I'm going to take my little truck and put hot glue on it. And I don't put, I put wood glue on it, not hot glue. And I set some heavy stuff on it, and I let it set overnight. Okay, and then I took me a piece of jute, and I triple knotted the ends of it, and just stretched it out as far as I could, and took my stapler and stapled it down. That's my hanger. Now, my truck is going the opposite direction, and I forgot to distress my sign. But I don't think that's bad. I think that's kind of close, don't y'all? I mean, you know, I think mine's just as cute, even if I'm going the other direction. Oh, and here I want to make sure you see it any better. But see, I should have distressed it over the top of it. Okay, y'all. Right here, I got one of those pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. Now, that one was from last year, and I needed kind of a bigger base. If y'all use those orange ones that they have, it says thankful all the time. I believe that's what they say, thankful and blessed. See the difference inside? The other one was from this year. Even the blessed word was bigger. So, of course, I'm going to take that mess off of it. And y'all know, always, I sand down the sides because paper hangs over, and I hate that. I hate it. So, anyway, I'm going to paint the entire thing in Cashew Chalk Paint by Waverly. Now, I got those beads from Dollar Tree, y'all. Now, remember, I drove like a long way to get those at a Dollar Tree. That mine don't have that stuff around here, or it does, and it gets sold out fast. But I'm going to take out Home Decor Wood Tint by Foco or Home Decor. I don't know. It's all, and those were from Christmas like 2 years ago, those beads. I've been working on those things. I mean, I'm telling you. And I'm going to take that spray paint, satin terracotta Krylon. I only have that because I paid $2 for it, and I love the color. But anyway, so I'm going to take my jute there. Now, that one's from Walmart. It's a bit thicker. And I'm going to run it around my peduncle. I believe that's what Brice said it was called. And just wrap it. And I wanted it to go down low. Y'all will see in a minute. But when you come to the end, like, glue that piece right there at the top, and you got a little tiny hole, like, gap there. I'm showing y'all because apparently I don't show y'all enough. And I cut a little piece off, and I put some, excuse me, hot glue in it. And then I just flip that little piece down inside there, and it closes off that end. So you don't see any of the MDF board. And my beads, y'all, that twine was so weak when I stained all those beads, and I didn't need all those beads, but I'll have them for another time stain. It broke my twine, so I had to re-twine them. And I'm taking out Home Decor Wood Tint, and I'm going to distress my edges, and I'm going to give my little pumpkin some dimension and make it look more realistic as a flat MDF pumpkin could look, I reckon. But that's what we're going to do. Anyway, and then I take a paper towel, and I put some thicker spots, just rub it on it to darken it up, and I think this looks good. It looks good. Anyway, maybe I could cut some of that out, but I take 2 of them little leaves from the Dollar Tree. Now, y'all, I saw this somewhere, and I don't remember where, and if I remembered, I would absolutely post it and give credit where credit is due. But I saw it like one time, and I was like, oh, I love that, and that thing has just stayed with me, and I think this is how it's kind of made, but I think I messed up. But I took wood filler and filled my little holes, and then I'm taking those little words come from the Dollar Tree and see them, and there's the SKU number, and I'm going to use the Welcome Fall. Now, the fall part I'm going to paint in that pumpkin orange by Waverly, and then the welcome part I'm going to use that vintage mustard. I love that stuff, y'all. It's my favorite yellow color. Y'all, I'm not fancy, but I'm not stupid. Just because you hear me talk doesn't mean you can automatically deduct 50 IQ points from me. Yeah, so I just want to say that. And, yeah, so you can't judge a book by its cover or by its volume, I reckon. I don't know. But anyway, and I painted the that Tuscan red, the line down the center between the welcome and the fall. And I painted my leaves in that vintage mustard. Now, y'all, I learned later, but what I'd do if I were y'all, use like hot glue, that gel, super glue, super hot glue. It's not hot glue. Leave the hot glue out of it. Super glue gel and put your word on, because those are real tiny and it starts drying real quick. And so, yeah, and that super glue sticks really fast and you're not going to have any issues with your little word, letters, whatever. So I take some of those beads and I cut them down and I put it right there at the edge of my peduncle where I made it drop down like kind of lower. And I actually wrapped one piece of cut jute over these, see, because I tied the ends of those beads, a little knots in end of those beads, and I glued it down starting with that. Now, I didn't glue every bead because I didn't want it to look sloppy, but I tacked beads down all the way down through there. And you'll know which one's tacked down, trust me, because they'll be flopping everywhere. And then I'm just going to add some dimensions, some veins to my little leaves. I think that looks cute with that home decor wood tint. Now, I'm going to use that in this whole video, so you'll hear it a lot, or I won't say it at all. But anyway, I'm going to hot glue my leaves that direction down at the end there. And then I'm going to take the beads that I painted, spray painted, and I'm going to put them on the outer side. And yeah, I even put them like right at the edge of my leaves there. Y'all see. Here in a minute you see two of them drop down. It's so funny. And I was like, well, I need to tack those down, but you'll see. I didn't put that side as tight as I did the other one. So I'm like, oh man. But y'all can see what I'm doing. If I say something that confuses you, y'all see me doing it. But I got that ribbon there from the Dollar Tree. I think that stuff is beautiful. And I even don't mind that gold on the edge of it. And that one, I love that orange one. Been using it for 2 years. My 2-year anniversary is coming up soon, y'all. And we have 16,000 now here in our crazy little family. Kathy and the catbirds. Whoop, whoop. Anyway, I'm just making a bow. Just a little simple bow. And I'm going to take a piece of that orange and cut it and glue it down. And then, yeah, glue it down the center of that one. So the jute's not showing, just the bow part is. I guess I could have cut that out, but that's a different bow than I showed in my bow tutorial. And I make so many when I was doing that, I just forgot. Anyway, and then I'm going to take some Spanish moss. Mine had knots in it like a rat's nest, y'all. I mean, big clumps of like rat's nest stuff. Maybe there's a mouse in here. I don't know, I've never seen one, but maybe there's a mouse at the Dollar Tree where it came from. No, I'm just making that up. Anyway, so I hot glue that down and I trim it all down. And then I glue my bow on. I think I already said that once and I didn't glue it on. Y'all, this thing is pretty, I think. And then I'm going to take some of that wire jute from the Dollar Tree. And I've had that for a long time too, y'all. I'm trying to get rid of this stuff in my house. I bet I have 30 of those. No. Yeah, maybe 30 or 40 of just those flat pumpkin signs. All different ones from the Dollar Tree. And there ain't no sense in that. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. And yeah, I could have cut this out. But I'm just going to take my wire jute. And I'm going to make me some little tendrils. Just wrap them around the end of that cricket pick or something. I don't know what it is. Now, my pumpkins there. I wish I would have painted orange. But I didn't have that terracotta color in paint. You know what I mean? And I didn't. But still, it's cute, y'all. I love this thing. I just think it's adorable. Look at it. Isn't that cute? And I wish I knew where I'd saw this at. You can't even really see my leaves hanging. Okay, we're going to take one of them little breadboards from the Dollar Tree. I think that's my last one, y'all. And again, I'm going to take that half-inch, paddle bit, spade bit, whatever you want to call it, and drill a hole in it. Again, too lazy to change it out. And drill a lot of holes in this one, y'all. And you could just take a nail and pound holes and stuff. I'm not that breadboard, though. But I'm going to paint it both sides in celery chalk paint by Waverly. And one side I sand down really, really good. Y'all, remember when you sand, please wipe it off. I usually use a wet wipe because you don't want that dust getting in your paint. And I'm going to take that smoked gray, I think. Yeah, for Tim Holtz. I got that at Hobby Lobby on sale for $1.99. But anyway, so I'm going to distress one side. And I'm going to take these rubber and transfers, y'all. I love these things. Got them last year from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to start with that one. And yeah, we are. And we're going to put it down there.
And we're going to rub. Put some pressure, y'all. Sometimes it sticks immediately, but on that, it did not. So I peeled it up, and I was like, uh-oh. So I had to lay it back down and rub. You know what I mean? So make sure you, rub that out real good. And then that little word file that was in the center of these, like, little, I don't know, y'all. You'll see. And then I take those, and we're going to put them on the opposite side. I can't tell you which side I like best. I think it's the one with the little bird on it. I love the pumpkin side, but I just love the other side. But yeah, right here, I'm going to start with those 2 pumpkins, and I just keep adding more and stack a little bunch. But see, I cut that word fall out of there. And I use it on my pumpkin side because I use the word hello autumn on the opposite side. And make sure when you're finished, you seal it with Mod Podge or something, polyacrylic, something like that. Mod Podge is sufficient. And then I'm going to take that jute there from the lawnmower, and I'm going to cut me a piece off, and I'm just going to tie it like that. And then I'm going to take some more jute, and I start gluing it to the side, and we're going to wrap, and then we're going to glue it down to the side again. And then I make 2 little teeny tiny bows out of jute. And y'all, I think these came from somewhere else, and they had overstock, and they sent them to the Dollar Tree or something, because I haven't seen them since then. But that little, it's 45 pieces. See that little set? I got that last year from Dollar Tree. I wish I'd just gotten another one. But it's got little leaves and mushrooms and all acorns, and oh my goodness, just the cutest little stuff in it. So I glued one to each of my piece of jute that's hanging down on each side. And here it is, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? Imagine that in a large size. Look at the little bird. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, I love it. Yes, I do. And then here's the pumpkin side. See that forward? I think it's pretty, but I don't know. I like it awful well. But I think I like I don't know, y'all. Whatever. So here, I'm going to take that vintage mustard by Decor and that pumpkin by Waverly. And you know they're both Plaid products. And you know you can get that Decor on Walmart's website. You can't get it in the store. But look, all of my stores have come back with Waverly. That hoobly doobly sold out. Gone. But anyway, sorry. And I mix a little bit of truffle in both of them. And the one there, I'm painting in that mustard. And then the other one, I'm painting in that pumpkin with the truffle. I put too dark in that one. I'm like, well, that's a waste. And then I painted the handles opposite. And then I'm just going to take them rub-on transfers again, y'all. And we're about to make... sorry, blah, blah. Sound like a frog. These are too cute, y'all. And it wasn't an easy task. I'm not going to lie. Rubbing those transfers on that little teeny... Miss Pat Boyer sent me some of those little teeny... Look at it, rolling pins. And look, oh my gosh, I think that turned out gorgeous. Imagine that in a larger size. Yeah. And then, I'm going to take that, Miss Christine Carter sent me a bunch of them. I thought I had another one, and I don't, and I wish I did, because I had another plan, but I'm going to go back to Dollar Tree and see if I can find them. But, you're like, what? Shut up. But anyway, so, there. Oh, and that's from that glass rub-on transfer thing, that word thankful. And then... that ribbon, y'all. I love that ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I haven't seen it yet this year, but if you see it, grab it. It's beautiful. I use it on everything. No, not everything, but a lot of things. Anyway. Sorry, needed a drink. But, yeah. I just tied a little. Look at them. Oh, no. They're just too cute. Oh, no. I love them. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes I amaze myself. Anyway, you see those 2 salsa bowls. I glued those together 2 years ago, and they just been sitting around like, what in the world am I going to do with them? Well, now I know. And I'm going to take that little glass plate. I've had it about the same amount of time, and I'm just going to take some alcohol and get my sticker off there. And then we're going to clean both of them really good with alcohol. And then I'm going to take one of them little teeny tiny pumpkins, and I'm going to hot glue it to the center of my little... yeah, there. And I had those little blueberries and little yellowberries and a little tiny pine cone and little tiny sunflowers and just just little prettiness of fall and all that stuff. A little piece of a leaf and da-da-da and da-da-da. And fill it all in my little salsa jar there. Oh, little piece of eucalyptus. Oh. Anyway. And then, well, come on, Kathy Jo, get on with it. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I like to take little tiny pieces and set little stuff like that in there anyway and have them sitting around. I have still ones from Christmas and Easter here down in my craft room. Anyway, I don't ever post them because I just think they're cute sitting around. I'm going to take my fix off. Thanks, Rose. And, sorry, y'all. Anyway, and, shoot, hot glue. And we're going to glue our plate down on top. And I glued this thing. Ow, my knee, crooked as anything, you guys. I'm telling you, I can't see anything. It's crooked, but you can't really tell that much. Please like, and subscribe. It's free. And on the TV, if you push up and over with your remote thing, there's where you can lock on your TV and stuff. But anyway, look at this. I put a little candle under it. And look how cute it is, y'all. I think it's adorable. Ah! You don't want to see that? I failed. Anyway, yeah, seriously, sorry about that, y'all. My light actually fell, hit me in the head, and I fell down. So sorry about that. But yes, isn't that adorable? And this, Brenda told me, and I started making him last year. I didn't finish him. His name's Gourd, because his head's made out of gourd in his... Hi, buddy. I'm aggravating Mom again. Watch out. You're taking my beads. I know. Give me a kiss. No, give me a kiss. No, don't lick me. I know. Look at how big, y'all. You want me to put it on the table like I used to? She's trying to get up here. Honey, I don't have nothing. I know. I love you, too. You're the good girl. I gotta go. Oh, no. Oh, no. We need to clip your nails. Oh, no. Yeah, Stop. Hey, look. No, stop. Give me a kiss. Thank you. All right. Say bye. Here, say bye. Say bye.